Hey, Tara. Mm, mm, mm. Hey, how y'all coming in? No, I just now woke up. Okay, my hair fuzzy as hell. Mm. Oh my goodness. Mm. But y'all, I woke up and first thing I do when I wake up, I always notice that my phone is dead because I don't know, like, oh my god, y'all, that damn Sprite fucked my throat up. Excuse me. I'm a person that just cannot stand to not get some rest. And sometimes when I try to go to sleep, y'all, I will get a motherfucking phone call, and I'm not the happiest person when I don't get no sleep. So as y'all can see, I ain't really get. I just now got some sleep. I think I went to sleep around what time did I go to sleep? I was going to sleep around like 7 or 8 o'clock because I was so tired, y'all. Woke up early as hell, couldn't go to sleep. And then as I was doing stuff today, I got real sleepy. I almost fell asleep on my DoorDash order, but I did grab it. Ate some of my food, went to bed. Mariah went to bed too. She still sleep. Well, she actually, I don't think she was asleep. She was watching TV while I went to sleep, but she's asleep now. Whew. But when I woke up, I see Mike had shared out. I see Mike done shared out uh, that dumbass video Trey made, and it wasn't right. It wasn't right. But he's not lying. Those some beautiful pictures of Mama Mike. But I stumbled across some, y'all. I wasn't. You know how you be going through somebody's page? I think I accidentally tapped the playlist, y'all. I tapped Moneyboy Trey's playlist that he had. I think he got two playlists. He got a playlist with me versus Philly Field, and he got over 100 fucking videos. When I looked, I said, I know you're not fucking with me. It's 118 videos, I believe, to be exact. I was like, I knew it was a lot of videos, but that's kind of fucking absurd. So CMA, don't be surprised when he make a playlist with you and this whole debacle. Please do not get mad, cause that's what he doing right now. He just making this whole big playlist with you and everything attached to it. Really and honestly, his titles really is. Excuse me. His titles don't match with some of the shit that he be talking about. But y'all, I mean, I knew the nigga was obsessed, but I didn't know he was that fucking obsessed. He got 118 videos where he went at it with PP. Oh shit! I mean, the things people do for YouTube, it's sad. It is so sad. Y'all, I don't know how long I'll be on here, but I'm gonna try to stay on for a little bit. Shout out to Rashid and I. I saw them outside. I saw them outside on the little beach side. They was doing they little couple thing, they little marriage thing. I woke up and watched majority of the one where they was outside, and the Naya flipped her hair on her husband. I was sitting there watching that video too when I woke up. But hold on, y'all. I'm trying to put this food up. and get me a beer. Hold on. Oh, my goodness. Mm, mm, mm. Ah. Oh man, y'all, I'm really tired as hell. I just woke up. I'm about to push through. I'm gonna push through. But yeah, y'all. I didn't watch none of Trey's videos because I think that's something I've been avoiding because I don't like being triggered. I haven't been on Cheat Hurt's page since I think maybe 3 days ago, but I haven't listened to anything that she said. I just hear about things that are being said. Oh, excuse me. I know the truth is talking about. Oh, excuse me. I know the truth was talking about CMA. I said I was gonna touch on what he was talking about, but I don't care for him. No, I don't care for him. I think I gave him too much light when I spoke about him in the first place. Like, I don't want to do that no more. Because it's something about Money Boy and those certain people that he just gives them that leverage. And I mean, I'm just not fucking with it. And not even just that, the true, he a whole grown ass man, and he didn't stumbled into some shit that really had nothing to ever do with him. But that just goes to show how people just like to just be in the shit, just like to be in the mix of the mess. So why y'all hiding the bushes? Oh, that's what y'all do to be. That's what y'all do to get content. Relevant ass bitches. Tara, they did that yesterday when I was on the panel with Mike. I really could care less about it. I could. I don't plan on making this a dragon session, but one thing I have noticed, I just don't think that I would ever talk about the truth or Flexi anymore because I mean those are just two people that never played a part in the situation to begin with. They just keep popping up and then they will just say shit. And I just be like, oh shit, here we go. But I mean sometimes people like to be a part of the drag. Some people like feeling like there's somebody when their name is being talked about, even when it's not in a good way. So, hey, I'm not mad at them. I just, I got a link to the Truth video and I watched, I think, maybe 5 minutes of it, y'all. I couldn't watch it because for me, it didn't make sense. Because, I mean, you go talk about CMA, you need to be talking about Money Boy Trade. You need to be trying to instead of trying to point out what people can do to get Mike in trouble, you need to be trying to point out some shit that Money Boy Trade can do to, help him, in his regular life. Because you're a grown ass man, I hope you got your shit together. Cause it's a lot of you, I don't have my shit together as people on YouTube that love to talk about everybody else who ain't got their shit together, but y'all don't be having your shit together. It's a whole panel of y'all over there with no jobs. And y'all talk about somebody who don't have a job and is possibly homeless. It just don't make sense to me. I'm like, I don't got jobs. Don't. It doesn't make sense to me. So it's just certain things y'all say that just kind of blows my mind because none of y'all over there that be on the panel together, y'all don't have jobs either. Y'all can't have a job the way that y'all sit on YouTube day in and day out. There's no possible way. I don't get it. I don't. Oh, child. But people, y'all know people love to talk about what they got and what other people don't got. Just could, where my shit at? Where is my shit at? I know I had it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. I was I'm losing my mind, y'all. Losing my everlasting motherfucking mind. I don't know if y'all seen CMA live today. It was funny. He called me on the phone while I was on the panel with him, and we had a great conversation. We did. We did. Mm, 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 mm. Y'all make sure if y'all got time. Got something over there about urban therapists. He doing a music thing. He is. He doing a 4th of July and a little not a movie thing, a music thing. Excuse me. But y'all swing by there and y'all support. I did share it out as well. I believe he's still live right now. Ooh, child. But like I was saying, yes, y'all. Me and Mike had a great conversation. I think I should give Moneyboy Trey some pointers on being a good parent. You know, if he's not one already, if he's not already a good parent, I can't tell. Don't know. Really don't care. But now that CPS is involved, Trey, I think you should cooperate. You know, in any situation, you definitely should just go ahead and cooperate. Um, if they even reach out to you, they get a number and they call you, you avoid it, or they send you a voicemail, they send you something, they send you an email. You might just want to go ahead and just proceed with it. You know, you definitely do not want to be dodging or ignoring CPS. You know, because if you're not doing anything, you might as well just go ahead and just jump on it. I'm gonna condone nothing that none of y'all did, but it's too late. Shit's already been done. Y'all called Mike's mom a dead bitch, talked about her makeup, made a whole 2 minute video about Michael Ann being dead, made a video about the funeral, said on Fat Truths Live, talked about her and the funeral, talked about how CMA was acting belligerent at the funeral, which that was a lie, and everybody never saw CMA act out on the video, trying to get people to take his freedom. So wait, my thing is, so you talked about his mom first. Now you trying to put him in jail, and then you was trying to find his location. Huh. Three things. Three things. CMA did one thing that caused you to do a plethora of things. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm, mm. That one thing was he talked about you having no hair, and that led you to talk about his mama, which that led CMA to talk about your daughter, and then y'all just kept going back and forth. Mm, 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 mm. But if I was you, I definitely would find somewhere to stay. And if you don't have somewhere to stay, at least make the motel look cute when they come by and check up on baby Petty. Make sure you ain't got a bunch of shit laying around. Make sure you close up that makeshift bathroom bar that you got over there in the kitchen. Make sure you take them sheets and pillows out that tub if somebody's been sleeping in that motherfucking tub. Make sure it don't smell like piss and shit in that motherfucking room. Better yet, if you're smart enough, you make sure that you just get another room and then move all your shit into the other room so that that room don't smell like balls and nuts because your child could be taking a shower. So no telling what that motherfucking room smell like. 118 fucking videos. Y'all, I would never let that shit go. Like, I like stumbled across it because I was tapping on his shit. And I said, what the fuck is that? Y'all, I can't get out of my head. That was why I went live tonight. I said, this motherfucker got 118 videos about Philly Field. Can't nobody overly do nothing like how Trey overly do shit. Overly talks about people. And I know some of those videos that he did on PP, some of that shit he branched off into other conversations, didn't touch on Philly Phil as much, and then I know he loves to do old reruns of videos. Like I believe he did an old rerun of a video not too long ago. I mean, y'all, his fans or his friends or whoever, when y'all gonna ever see him do an actual video where he's just actually just sitting there talking, like the shit can just come to him? When is he gonna actually do that? I ain't never seen Trey, Truth Hurts. I ain't never seen them do that. Never. I've never seen them sit on the pedal by themselves and just let the shit flow. Tell the people how you feel. Y'all, I don't get that. Y'all been on YouTube this long and y'all still haven't made the video don't even gotta be that much for long. It could be an hour, it could be 45 fucking minutes. It just shocks me just how much y'all need people on your panel to talk about something. Or if you don't have somebody on your panel, you have a video playing and then you're jumping off of what's being said in the video. I'm like, I would be shocked if I ever see you guys get on YouTube and actually just sit there and just go word for word, word for word, word for word. I would be surprised. And then y'all be claiming y'all be sober. I know Trey don't be sober. Trey's been drinking long enough. You can't tell when he's drinking or when he's sober. But I bet you if you walk past him or you smell him, you can smell that cheap ass liquor on his breath. He may not sound drunk, but you can tell he drinks. I've heard this man drinking in the morning. But somebody who's used to drinking, you can't. Sometimes they just have that regular. They just drunk, but they just like they're just. I'm not gonna say drunk. They're just like 24 hours tipsy because they always got alcohol in their system. Now, Truth is on the same on the same page. I believe she was motherfucking drinking too. Because I will tell y'all this, there was a live she did a while back where she said that she don't get on she said something about it's very rare that she gets on YouTube and she drinks. That was a lie because I was trying to find one of Mike's videos where Truth Hurts you could tell she was drunk because she was being loud and belligerent. She was talking all weird and like that. That's in the video. I was even saying, "Truth, I want whatever you're drinking." So when people tell you they don't get on YouTube drinking because she said I think it was 2 times that she's got on YouTube and she had something to drink. You can tell when a motherfucker's lying. Like I don't. I think people like them. Y'all are like afraid of being embarrassed. Like there's just certain things that y'all will not say and won't do. Like if you were drunk, just say you were drunk. Can't nobody stop you. Shit, I ain't paying for it. If you were drunk, you just go be a motherfucking drunk. If you can't go word for word, then you just can't go motherfucking word for word. If you just a big bitch, you just gonna be a big bitch. If you are deemed to be an unfit father, I guess you just gonna be an unfit motherfucking father. If you are deemed to have no fucking hair in the front, then you're just deemed to have no motherfucking hair in the front. I mean, some things can be proven as facts, and some things can't. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. But yeah, y'all. I shouldn't be shocked, but I really am because let me tell you something. Let me break this down. Philly Phil and Philly Phil and oh my god, how I forget his name. Philly Phil and Two Braids. I know they was going at it for a very long time, but I didn't know it was to the extent of 118 videos. I know Philly Phil don't even have that number, but that's how you know somebody's just so consistent with writing somebody's ass. Not just that. One thing I noticed too, Trey will if he this is my thing. Trey will talk about people that he knows is doing better than him. Like how he's still talking about CMA. Even though CMA's on his backup channel, you know good goddamn well that CMA is still doing better than you. That's why you talk about him. Because he was the same person that said he don't talk he wouldn't talk about irrelevant people. But CMA got a lot of power on that channel. That ain't even. I don't even think it said 800 yet, 500 or something. I don't know what number it's at, but I know he not in the thousands. But he's sitting there, he racking up those views just like how you would. But you don't like it. You don't. Mm-mm. But I thought somebody had to be relevant for you to talk about them. We see how you played the fuck out of you played over and over and over and over again. PP, the fucking playlist is in the just all the facts in the pudding. I don't even know why you put that playlist together. That's sad. That's embarrassing. That's not a playlist. Somebody's gonna go through. I want you to know this. Who in their fucking right mind is gonna go through all of your 4, 5, 7, 2 hour lives, over 100 lives, and just sit there and just go through how you believe it all started, and listen to some of the bullshit that you have came up with. Because in those lives that you did, you was saying some foul ass shit about her, about Philly Phil. Like, who has time to sit there and listen to 118 videos? Ain't nobody for to sit there and watch that shit. But I see you ain't got that shit in members only because when nobody gonna watch that shit in members only. You could put CMA shit in members only. I bet you people still would watch it. It's sad. Mm, it's so sad. Y'all. Y'all need to get him some help. Just a day ago, what? Just a day ago, he was talking about who? Phillyville, CMA. If that's what you were referring to, it doesn't surprise me. It honestly doesn't. It doesn't surprise me not one bit. It doesn't, because that's what he does. It does not surprise me not one bit. Because let me tell y'all something. When this all blows over, or however it all blows over, Trey is the type of individual that will always bring a person up in any situation. You know what I mean? He will say a slick remark, because if he's just doing a regular live that may have nothing to do with nobody, he will still find a way to implement somebody's name. So just remember that, because he's a spiteful bitch. Trey can't really never let go, and the reason why, for me, I believe, is because when Trey thinks he lost, he'll never be quiet. He'll never tell y'all he feel like he's losing. But when a person will continue to keep talking and will keep thinking that if I keep moving, if I keep going, if I keep pushing, if I keep trying to do something even more uglier, it will, shut that person down. But even when Trey thinks that he's won, he never thinks that he ever won, because he still loves to talk. He do. He's one of those people that even if you gave him the last word, he gonna still talk. Because half of the time he has nothing to talk about. He's not one of those individuals who, if he's not in drama, he's not one of those type of people that will, go branch off and like do, just a regular day video, or just sit on the panel and just do like an open an open conversation live. He won't do that. He just won't wait for people to throw shit out there, in the comments or whatever, or wait for people to come on the panel. He's not one of those type of people. He wants a video. He wants all that shit. He wants everything. The dialect. He wants everything. He want a video he can review. He want all of that. So I just think with this situation here, I feel like a lot of people are just gonna start branching off and start leaving it alone, because, like I said, even if you didn't give him the last word, that just fuels him up to just continue and continue and continue to keep talking. And Trey can make it seem like, I want y'all to watch what these people do. These people will sit off of YouTube or branch off and try to do something different. And then when you're still talking about them, then they will come outside and say, I haven't talked about you in a couple of days and I haven't did this. I gotta watch people like that because say if it was the opposite, they be telling you, you can't tell me we're not gonna stop talking about you. So y'all gotta be very mindful about what y'all see on YouTube. It may look like somebody is trying to do something different. I'm telling you right now, they're not. They're not. Especially with Trey, he's always gonna show you that he will. If he not gonna make a video about you, he gonna make a community wall about you, or he gonna make a mini video out of you. He gonna make a little short out of you, or he gonna get one of his trolls or one of his minions to come into the chat and troll the chat. And I still don't get it. Sophia came in there. I think another girl named Liz came in there. What's your purpose of coming to people's motherfucking chat and then just talking about shit? Why you in the hospital? Why you doing this? Why y'all so fucking concerned about CMA being in the hospital? That's my thing. Why y'all so concerned about him being in the hospital? I mean, like it doesn't never fail. He was at the y'all claim he was at the park fucking homeless. Y'all didn't want him at the park. Oh, let's call some people. Now he was at McDonald's. Y'all talk about how he was at motherfucking McDonald's. Then y'all talking about how he at the hospital. It's like he can't lose for win. If he was popped up in his house or this apartment, y'all wouldn't like that either. It's a lose-lose situation when y'all talk about him because when y'all get proved wrong about things that y'all say, y'all just try to switch your words, or y'all still try to push a narrative that you already have about him. And y'all still try to make seem out to be this fucked up person. Oh, ain't nothing wrong with you and everything like this and blah 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 bullshit. And ain't nothing wrong. I'm like, show us the proof. Show it. You can pull out receipts about him being one of those people that I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it because I ain't like that. I ain't even like that, so I'm not even gonna bring it up. So my thing with y'all when y'all talk about CMA, if CMA proves you wrong on certain things y'all say about him, then y'all go and y'all make another narrative about him. And then if y'all can't come up with anything, then y'all start talking about, oh, he looked dusty. Oh, he ain't shaved. Oh, he ain't did this. Oh, y'all wasn't saying none of that when his mom first died and Mike didn't shave his face because he said he was growing a beard for his mama. Y'all didn't say nothing then. But now since y'all saw him walking outside with a full face of a whole beard, y'all just presume that he's just homeless. I ain't never seen no homeless man get as much motherfucking food as CMA did with his own money. I've never seen that. But I mean, if y'all deeming him to be homeless, I guess he is. Hell, I'm homeless. God damn it. I mean, if CMA homeless, hell, we all homeless. Because if you just going off of just what you see, then you could sit around. I could say Trey homeless. I could say Trey ain't got no motherfucking apartment, but I'm only going off by what I see. I ain't never seen him sitting up on no couch and on some motherfucking furniture. I've seen him sitting in a motel. It's a hotel because they got that hotel fucking furniture. It looks like some 80s furniture. Like it does. Or it's some cheap ass leather futon couches and shit like that. And I'm sorry, y'all, I'm very picky about motherfucking hotels. I'm picky about any hotel because I can't stand couches because people be fucking and shit on there and they be having the nerve to have some motherfucking cotton bullshit, goddamn soft couches in the motherfucking hotel room. Sometimes I can't even sit on y'all. Sometimes I don't even want to sit on the motherfucking bed. I gotta check everything because that shit is trifling. And you and Baby Petty was bouncing all over that couch. I bet you if you took a blue light to that motherfucker, you would be fucking surprised what you found on that bitch. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Don't shoot the messenger. Ooh, child. I wonder what y'all gonna say next. You know. Oh, another thing. Trey, you was in the studio. Okay, let me tell you something. I want a lot of y'all, because a lot of y'all do this. Stop saying you're in the studio, because Trey, you got an app on your phone. That's not a studio. You're just using an app where you can make music off your phone. That's not, you're not in the studio. Okay? You're not in the studio. For if you was in the studio, first off, you're too camera. You always want to be camera ready. If you was so called in the studio, you would have made a short about you being in the studio and paying that money for an hour or two. I've been in my fucking studio, but you got to pay for that time that you're using it, sir. Your shit says Band Lab, whatever that little app is. You gotta stop saying you're in the studio. You were never in the studio anytime that you made those songs. Even when Baby Petty was talking and singing, and shout out to Baby Petty because she rapped better than you. But you was never in no studio. I could hear the neighbors bumping and knocking with that motherfucking headboard at your Hotel 6. Y'all gotta stop doing that. Like you made a song. Just say you made a song. But when y'all say, "Oh yeah, I was in the studio last night," I can't stand motherfucking bum ass niggas who can't go to the studio talk about how they was in the studio. Now, if you made some makeshift shit out of the Hotel 6 closet and you done put up some motherfucking McDonald cup holders all over the motherfucking wall and you got a goddamn iPhone headphones and some goddamn speakers hanging to that bitch and you talking or whatever, that's still not a studio. That's the makeshift nigga rig studio. You don't have a studio. You didn't go to the studio. Y'all gotta stop saying stuff as if y'all are doing it. That's like me saying, just got done eating in my mansion. Like it bothers. I'm sorry, y'all. It irks the fuck out of me when people do that. Like if you was in the studio, then you would have showed that. You would have went live while you was in the studio. Come on out, Trey. And we can tell you what in the studio because, bro, if they letting you spend, I don't know how much they spend $150 or 100 for 2 hours to be in the studio, and you making that shit, all that shit that you've been making, my feet up, shit. It wouldn't surprise me if they offered you a motherfucking refund. But you got to get out of that motherfucking hey latte. You got to get about that motherfucking oh, I'm doing this type of ordeal. You're not doing that. When you said you was in the studio, that it just fucking it disappointed me. I did see that little mini video with Baby Petty. But I have to give it to Baby Petty. I have to give her more credit because she was really in there. She was doing her thing, just flowing words. They was jumbled up a little bit, but she at least her shit sounded better than yours. It sounded way better than yours. But you gotta stop doing that. You gotta stop doing that. Okay? If you in the studio, then you just in the studio. If you had a fucking steak dinner today, then you just had a motherfucking steak dinner. But don't be saying you had a steak dinner and you had a whole fucking 10-cent cup of noodles. Y'all gotta stop doing that shit. If you're not doing what you say you're doing, or if you wasn't where you say you was, why do y'all lie about that shit? That shit is just ugh. It's annoying as hell. I'm sorry, y'all. It's annoying as hell. He said he was in the studio. Sir, everybody knows that app that you have been using. I used to use that motherfucking app. I don't have it no more. I don't make fucking songs. I was a one and done type of bitch. Actually, I was a three and done type of bitch. Let that fat ass tell it. Mike, let that fat ass tell it. Mike and homeless people only eat once a day. That's a lie. What? Hey, chosen chat. No, they don't eat once a day. Let me tell you something. There's some good people in the world. And people, I don't know how much homeless people eat, but I know anytime I have money, because it's very rare that I keep cash on me. But anytime I have to get like cash out, like say for example, go get my nails done or my eyebrows done, or I need cash for like if I'm going to like an event or carnival and I have money left over, I would usually give that money to them. or I will break the money up like into bills. You know what I mean? Like not just big bills, but I would break it down in smaller bills and I would give it to them. The last time I gave a homeless some I don't want to call them a homeless, but just some. Oh man, I don't know. I just don't like that word. The last time I gave somebody something that was in need of something, I asked them. I said, "Hey, what do you need?" And I didn't go and record it. I didn't do none of that. But I'm telling y'all now. But I asked them, said, "Hey, what do you need?" Because I was going to the space to go get me something to drink, and I was just like all excited. I think I was me and Regina was on the phone when I did that, and I went. He was like, "Oh, something to eat, some food." So I was in specs. I was looking for the nearest store. I was like, fuck, there's really nothing around. So I picked out little certain things to spec. I didn't get him no alcohol, but I got him like there was Powerades and stuff in there. So I was like, okay, let me get him some Powerades because they had electrolytes in it. They had like little snacks and stuff. So I got him that. And then I got him some water. And not only that, I went to Wendy's because Wendy's was right across the street from Specs. And I got him a full meal and he had a dog with him. So I got him a full meal, drink everything. And I still gave him some money and gave it to him. I was like, here you go. And he was like, thank you. So, I mean, I won't say that they only eat once a day because y'all don't know how much food that people are giving them. Y'all don't know what they're doing with the money that they do get. Some people may not give them food, but some people will give them money. I gave the person food and money because I was in where he was at. He was sitting on the corner of a stop sign where there was a store, there was a fast food joint, it was a car wash, a Wendy's, and a Whataburger. So Wendy's didn't have no line, so I went to Wendy's. So I mean, the stuff that I gave him, I didn't think about him eating it up in one day. But with people in need, usually when they get stuff, they don't just scarf it down in the day, or when they get money, I can't tell you what everybody does, but some homeless people they take that money. If you give them $5, I bet you they can stretch it for at least 2 to 3 days. If they are getting like a dollar menu item, they can stretch that for a day. Some of them may eat once a day, but then again, you got to think about it. If they are used to not having something on their stomach, when they do start to eat something, they get full very fast. I don't know, y'all. If y'all ever like, let's say for instance you didn't eat all day, even when you try to eat something, I'm not the type of person like if I try to scarf something down, I can finish it because your stomach shrinks. The more you don't eat, the smaller your stomach gets. Those people in need, their stomach is not that big, so you can get them all the food they want, but then again, like they're not going to sit there and eat that stuff up. If they've gone that long without eating, their stomach shrinks. But if Trey is just making this assumption that homeless people only eat once a day. No, you don't know who's coming by and helping those people in need. You don't know that. Cause just because I came by and I gave that man some money and some foods and some snacks and some drinks doesn't mean that there wasn't somebody else that came by and gave him another $10 or a 15 or 20 or 100 or whatever. You know what I mean? Or gave him some dog food for his dog. But you know, you can't just sit there. I don't like that because a homeless person could get $20 in the hour of them being outside with a sign. And if you think that some of these people that are in need are just spending $20 up like that, they're smart enough. You got some homeless people that can really manage money. And I can believe they can manage money better than motherfucking people out here who really do got money. They can manage money motherfucking easily. But then again, they can't keep a lot of money on them because shit, nobody want they don't want to be getting robbed. I would hate to be homeless and I got a lot of money from sitting outside and stuff like that. I would hate that. You know what I mean? Because they don't got nowhere to put their stuff unless they do. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it feels like to be a person in need. I don't know. But I would be hell. Me being a woman outside carrying a motherfucking purse. I don't like that shit because motherfuckers is eager to do whatever the fuck they gonna do to you, especially if you're in the wrong area at the wrong motherfucking time. But I hate to be homeless and, be gifted one day or throughout the week and I got a wad of motherfucking money and somebody try to snatch my ass up and fuck me up to get my money. Cause it happens. But if Trey's sitting around here talking about homeless people eat once a day, he's stupid. Now, if his first off, you got people who are fucking rich and only eat once a day. Nigga, I eat once a day. I eat once I eat once a day. Today, all I ate was Wingstop. I didn't eat nothing else besides Wingstop. Baby girl had breakfast and everything like that. Took a nap, ordered some food. She had Wingstop. Oh, her snack was some Cheetos because that's what she was snacking on while I was helping trying to get the Wi-Fi set up. But her snack was some Cheetos. Then she took a small nap in front of the in front of the window, y'all. I would have took a picture of her because y'all she was laid out. I mean, she was laid out, but the way she was laying, I thought she was fake sleeping. Like me and my daughter, we tend to like if so. Say for instance, like if my daughter is like out in the, like not out and about, but she's in the living room or whatever, and I hear her footsteps, I'll fake like I'm asleep, and then she'll come and she'll like mess with me, whatever. So when I walked into the room, I thought she was fake sleeping because the way she was sleeping, she was like laid out, and then she was right by the window, and like the sun was in her face. It just didn't look like she was sleeping. She was asleep. But back to the conversation at hand. Hey, Regina. Hey, Latte. Hello, 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 misfortunate people. Yes, people in need. Yes, I don't really like to say homeless. Now, if we're talking about the homeless, then we could be talking about Trey. Okay, if we're gonna mention the homeless, we can talk about Trey. Yes, we're supposed to give back. Always give back. I always do it anytime I have money. That's my motto. If I have money, give them something. A five, whatever, a couple of dollars or whatever I have, give it to them. You know what I mean? That's me though. I don't care what nobody does with their money because it's your money. You can go buy a dildo and stick it in your fucking mouth for all I give a fuck. I don't care what you do with your money. But for me, if I have cash laying around or extra, because for me, anytime I have money in my purse, it's because it was tip money or it was because I could only pull out a certain amount of dollars to be able to tip. I think the last time I went to get some cash out, I think I had to get $20. So I had to get the 20 and so I had to break that bill down. So the rest I'm not gonna give nobody no motherfucking 20 tip, okay? If I'm gonna get my goddamn eyebrows done, I'm not gonna give you no $20 tip. Now if I like you and you my main eyelash lady, okay, I will bless you, okay? I will, but I'm not just gonna be giving no random person that just no, I'm sorry. I ain't doing that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This. There's a limit of what I will give. I will say that there is a limit. There is a limit. I can't really say it's a limit, but I give what I feel is necessary. I definitely do. But with the homeless, it's different. You know what I mean? I will go out my way, and buy a little stuff, buy here, go do this, go grab some stuff, and still give money because if they need money for any reason, then I give them the money because sometimes y'all, some of these people, these misfortunate people, the people that are in need, some of them may need medication and stuff like that. They may be having back problems. They may have fungus infection, because they're outside, they're always in the elements, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got, homeless people that their body can withstand all that. Some people, they're prone to getting infections and stuff like that. And then, with the women that are homeless, I love to give them money because, you got some of these women that are outside and don't really have nothing for them. They need to be able to get, stuff for their monthly cycle. They need to be able to just do stuff, that a woman is always going to need. And it sucks. It really does. It sucks because when you're unfortunate and stuff like that, and you can't get that stuff, type of stuff, it's expensive, y'all. It is expensive. And I mean, it's good that Dollar Tree got, monthly cycle things, but still to be able to buy stuff that is actually going to support your flow because everybody has a different flow. Like women, I'm not saying women are worse, have it worse than men, but it's just like there's just certain things that like we will always need. Like when it comes to women, we will always need, for a good part of our life, we will always need pads and tampons. You always need that. You always need that. You will always need some pads and tampons. Like that's something that you will always need. You'll need food and water too, but like if you're If you haven't reached menopause, that's just something you're gonna always need. And I would hate to be, a person in need and did not have that stuff. Like I would be sick to my stomach, or I'd be embarrassed walking around, and I had to put like tissue in my panties to hope and pray that I didn't bleed through. I would hate to be like that. I would. I think I honestly I got respect for people that work hard for what they have, but I respect, just the obstacles that unfortunate people go through, because I feel like everybody's obstacles is kind of they go hand in hand. But being outside and in just certain areas where you're homeless at, it's just, it's rough. It is, because you got people that are just bad people. They just know they not shit, and they just go fucking with the homeless because they know they can. I eat once a day daily. Wait, oh my bad. Everyone know that Mike eats more than one a day. Hell yeah, you can. I ain't picking on Mike now. But Mike's tummy, Mike, did y'all know Mike have my baby? Did y'all know Mike has my baby? Cause y'all saw him, he was live and he was sitting over there with that white beater on, and that white beater was pulling up like a crop top because his stomach was, the baby was kicking. So yeah, y'all, if y'all was wondering why CMA's stomach looked like that, it's because he about 7.5 months pregnant, y'all. He about 7 months, seven and a half. I told him he need to be eating salads and stuff like that. I told him to stay away from that lunch meat and stuff like that. Because you can't have Subway and lunch meat and deli meat while you're pregnant. He can't have no seafood. I ain't gotta really worry about CMA eating raw sushi and stuff like that, because he don't like that. But I had to keep him away from the Subways and the deli meats. I just buy him some food today. Y'all saw his craving for today. He had some rib tips and some chicken wings. The pregnant girl got to eat. Pregnant girl got to eat. Okay, don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Okay. Nah, I'm playing, y'all. I ain't buy that damn food. But shout out to Mike because he was eating good. It was Trey. It was the man you don't want to talk about. That's in your bushes. um. Oh, the homeless man. Hmm. That one. Okay. I'ma eat. I mean eat. Oh, I thought you said I'ma eat. She said I mean eat. Yes, me too. Because what children of God? That's what children of God do exactly. Our hygiene keeps up is different than men. I mean upkeep. Yes, it is. Might go get you. He can't. He's pregnant. He don't need to be outside fighting while he's pregnant. Uh-uh. Somebody should. Now, one of y'all go run over there and tell Mike I'm talking about him. Somebody gonna get blocked. I mess with y'all. But yes, that is true, Tara. Our hygiene keep up is definitely is different than men. Like y'all don't have to deal with some of the things that we have to go through. Y'all will never have to go through that. You know what I mean? But I will never, say that being a man is not a struggle, because it is. It is, it is, it is. But I mean, let the men let I wish I know people say if you was a woman for a day, what would you do? No. I want you to be a woman for a day, and for the first 12 hours, I want you to go through a period, a whole period cycle. So the cravings, your hormones being imbalanced, um, going through pads like crazy, or having a heavy period. Now I can't speak for every girl. Not every girl's period is heavy. And then the next 12 hours, I want y'all to be over 9 months pregnant. I want y'all to go into labor. Y'all be like, hell fucking no, I'm not doing that. Because when men say, "Oh, I'd be a woman for a day," yeah, I would do this and I would do that. No, 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 no. I want you to be a woman for a day. In the first 12 hours, I want you to be on a motherfucking cycle. In the last 12 hours, I want you to go into goddamn labor, and I want you to have a baby. That's what I want you to do. I want you to have a baby. I want you to have a baby. That's what I want you to do. And you know what? Let's extend that 24 hours to 27. And in the last 3 hours, I want you to go walk outside, and put on something that you like to wear, whether it be revealing or not. And I want you to just look. I just want you to hear all of some of the just perverted and nasty things that men will say. But some men take it as they're telling a woman that's like, damn, that ass fat. Like that's supposed to be a compliment. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But like that's not. You better off saying you're beautiful than saying damn that ass fat, or saying damn I can see them coochie lips. Like whoa, hey, whoa, what the fuck? I get it. Yes, I don't. I can't tell people not to be honest. But then again, it's just some things you just should not say. There's just certain things. There's a way that you can word something. And I just feel like when you tell somebody you're beautiful, that means you're complimenting them head to toe. Whether you were just looking at their ass, just let them know, okay, you're beautiful. Okay, because let me tell you something about me. When I see somebody that I like, I always thought, oh my god, you were so handsome. Even if I was just looking at the bulge of your penis, oh my god, you're so handsome. Like it just is what it is. Like I'm not the type of person to be like, damn, you got a big dick. There's just lines I just will not cross with men. I just won't. There's just certain things I just will not do. Cause I don't need no man talk about, oh, you violated me. I ain't motherfucking violate your dumb ass. Get the fuck away from me. That's why he in the hospital. He's on bed rest until due date. Exactly, y'all. Mike lying to y'all, telling y'all he got back surgery. No, he about to have a C-section. He about to have a whole motherfucking C-section. Yes, y'all. He about to get a whole motherfucking C-section. They coming. Y'all see how the nurses was coming in, taking his vital work, and making sure his blood pressure was good, making sure his heart was good. You know, they gave him a salad the other day and everything like that. He put a ton of Italian dressing on it. That salad ended up looking like soup after he drank. He drowned it. He drowned it with 3 packs of Italian dressing. And y'all know he got pregnancy cravings. He was eating a goddamn pineapple chicken sandwich. I'm just saying. Hey, Lord Chubbs. Hey, how are you? How are you? How are you? That's why Mike in the hospital. Okay, I read that. Oh, it came up twice. Sprung. How are you, Lord? How are you, Lord Chubbs? What y'all got planned for 4th of July weekend? What do y'all have planned? I have to actually work. I said I was gonna try to do something. I said I was gonna try to do something. Because actually y'all, I have a big fucking uh I have like this little tub. It's not like a tub, but it's like a little tub that you can store. Like you can honestly put anything in it. You can use for decoration, whatever. You can put it outside. But I had used it as a cooler, because it was like one of those. It looks like one of those like old fashioned little tubs, but it's made to look like that. So I had threw ice in there, put some drinks in there, because we do like a little good little weekend outing. This was a long time ago, and then I used it for my job. But um I have my fireworks all filled into it because I had fireworks left over from New Year's, y'all. I didn't know how many I bought. So I got a ton of fireworks I just dumped in that tub. So I got fireworks for 4th of July. And so I don't know if I'm gonna use them or not. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I still gotta go to work and everything like that. So yeah, I don't know, y'all. I just don't know what Oz wants to do. I wanted to take off, but I'm not gonna take off, y'all, because I'm actually planning to go on vacation. And I really need to wait tomorrow when I get up. I really need to go ahead and just do the go on Expedia and do the whole package deal thing so that I can just go ahead and already have it registered. So that I can go ahead and screenshot it and send it to my manager to let him know, hey, I ain't gonna be there. Okay. I ain't gonna be here these days. These days when I come back, I ain't gonna be there the next day because I want to be able to take a break after I get off from, traveling with my baby girl. So That's what I think I'm going to do. I'm gonna do that tomorrow, but Monday or Tuesday, because Tuesday is 4th of July, so I wanted to pop some fireworks. I wanted to do something because I know I'm not really going to do much because I still got to go to work. I still got to get some rest. And, I can't take off for every holiday because 4th of July, I'm not really concerned about it. I'm not really concerned about 4th of July. For me, I don't really celebrate, like I don't really celebrate 4th of July. I just, shit, the motherfucking fireworks is out there. Shit. I don't really celebrate goddamn 4th of July really like that. I'm popping fireworks because motherfucking fireworks is there for me to grab them. I can't grab them any other motherfucking day. I want to just see the fireworks. Shit. I don't really care too much about the whole history behind blah 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 blah. I just want to pop some fireworks, have a good drink, eat some barbecue or whatever, do a seafood boil, and just let it be that on that, and then go to work. But I feel like if I do too much, then I ain't gonna want to go to work. So I may have to cancel the drinking part, you know, and do the fireworks and do a seafood and just go to work. Because if I start drinking, then I'm gonna be like, you know what? After that third drink, I'll be like, I don't think I'm going to work. Cause I gotta make sure my brother go to work. I gotta make sure he go to work. I made this song to Mike Mom. Hello Latte. Grilling, grilling, grilling. Wait, hold on. Shelby, did you hear Trey's sound to Mike Mom? That was so foul. That wasn't even him singing. That was somebody else singing. That's why I don't give him credit. I mean, made this song to Mike Mom. Regina, I heard a little of it. I couldn't take it by his day is coming. Tell oh my God needs to come now. That was so low. But y'all don't, I ain't gonna say it on here, but y'all know, never mind, I ain't gonna say it. Just because I don't know who's watching, but it's it's something. It's something. It's something that people can do about that video, but I won't go into detail about that one. Okay, I won't go into detail. I won't go into detail about that one. But I mean, if CMA wanted to, he could definitely get that video removed because he has enough receipts and proof that that is his mother. And he didn't. If he didn't give him permission to put those photos up there, and not just that, even if he did, it's the message behind what's on there about his mom. So YouTube's not going to tolerate that. So just a heads up, just in case anybody wanted to know. Not just something that CMA can do. It's just something that everybody can do because when you report something on YouTube that is being deemed to be something that somebody is doing an ill intention or endangerment or it's misinformed information, stuff like that, YouTube will dig into that and then YouTube can rightfully take that video down. You know what I mean? They definitely can't do that. But you guys should all know that. Regina Trust, it is. I'm gonna call and book me a show. I'm in Billboard recently. I'm gonna call in, book me as a show. Um, book you as a show. I'm not doing that. I'm not having no party, anything like that. I ain't doing nothing like that. So I thought you're not in Houston? You're not in Houston, Lord Chubbs? He's his dispute and put it right back. YouTube ain't doing shit. But whatever message, y'all, let me tell y'all something. When I had struck Trey for using my video, he used a weird email. Like he used a weird like thing. And I screenshotted it and everything like that. See, make it do the same thing with Trey and use that because Trey's only using some. He's using the email that he sent to Even 50 Field because he used the same. emails at the Philly Field to me, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" Like it had Philly Field's name all in it. I was like, "Bro, what the fuck?" Like it was weird as hell. Like it was something about something, but like YouTube, it must be a bot that's reading those emails because the email didn't make sense of why they took the strike back from him. It didn't make sense. But then again, you know, that's not the only thing that you can do. I'm just letting y'all know that's not the only thing that y'all can do. I mean, but his name is already his name is already is already in the. I ain't gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it, but I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it because I mean you don't fuck a YouTube. This is my thing. Fuck a talking to YouTube or getting in contact with a YouTube customer when you're issuing these issues to somebody that's actually more in power, then YouTube has no other choice but to actually go ahead and look into it. I mean, not just by a motherfucking robot or whatever that little thing that they have that's supposed to be monitoring certain things people say. No, they're actually going to get somebody out there to actually monitor and look at this person's channel. So there's just certain things that he don't. I don't say too much, but he does not. He don't really know, but he think he know, but he really don't know. Like, but I mean, it's Trey. Let Trey continue keep doing what he's doing because he's only giving people more receipts. And I mean, he can take all the receipts he wants with CMA as well, but it's gonna be at a point where it's just like, well, hell, they may deem both of y'all not to have a channel. But the thing about CMA is he is so YouTube gun ho that if he has to make another channel, he will always show that he will show that he's willing to put in the work if he has to start from the bottom again or again or again, because you're not going to take anything that he's made on YouTube. You know what I mean? And the amount of respect that CMA has on YouTube, can't nobody take that away from him because when he does start a new channel, people already know to look for something along the line. Comedian Michael Allen, 4C Gang for Life, Michael Allen, CMA. They know to look for certain things around that name. And C May smart because he doesn't change his name to a point where you cannot find him or locate him. And he can always contact anybody that has a YouTube channel, and we don't have no issue with sharing him out. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to CMA as well if you're not already subscribed. But like, it's just it's the work that CMA is willing to put in. Y'all like people don't understand. Y'all don't have that in y'all. CMA be out and about and we'll pick up a conversation. People be like, you know what, y'all got a YouTube, or do y'all be on YouTube? Y'all make sure y'all follow me. And he right, those 3 or 4, 5 or 10 people that he meets throughout the night that follow him, those people do count. They sure do. They sure do. You got two brains walking around with a goddamn bedazzled ass motherfucking $2 black T-shirt on with that bullshit that says MB Dick Sucker 3. But hey, that's him. Mike got it. Mike got this for real. Yes, I'm saying like you can tell that like people like, and then my thing is this though. And my thing is this though. Let me see. Remove. All right. Can y'all hear me? I think y'all can hear me. My excuse me. My thing is this. You can tell people like people really support CMA because like once they figure out CMA got another channel, like it don't take long for him to already be having 50, 20, motherfucking 30 people in there. Like Mike had that channel for as long as he did. But the simple fact that you got people, I believe at one point he had more people in his live than he had that was subscribed to him. But that's how you know, even when CMA channel goes missing, y'all looking for him to have another channel. Y'all looking for him to pop up because y'all know y'all ain't gonna stop CMA from being on YouTube. That's only gonna be on CMA turn. If CMA don't want to be on YouTube no more, then he just ain't gonna be on YouTube no more. He'll find him another platform to be on. And you know what? YouTube is great and dandy and everything like that. There's so many people that want to do it. It's so many people now that really want to take YouTube serious and do the monetization thing and everything like that. Shout out to those people that are doing that. But I hope because CMA could still do YouTube, but I hope there's another platform that's going to get made that CMA can jump on while it's fresh and new and just become just motherfucking viral because he's very talented. And one thing I've noticed about people that jump on to new platforms right when it happens, they end up becoming, a known person. When Vine came around, there was so many people that jumped on it, and they became, the people that they are now. There's a lot of people that got famous from Vine that are now on Instagram that are now still social media famous. There's I won't say real life famous, but y'all are like social media famous. Y'all are, social media influencers. Some of y'all are not really social media influencers, because some of y'all don't need to be influencing people to be doing dumb shit that y'all do, but y'all are famous for doing y'all dumb shit, but I can't really call you a social media influencer. Now the makeup gurus and the people that like to cook and people that like to, do positive things, great. I call them social media influencers, but just people who just be doing just wild, crazy stuff. That uh-uh. I don't claim to be a social media influencer because some people don't have a balance. Some people do not have a balance. Some people think that if I got famous off of doing dumb shit, I'm going to continue to keep doing dumb shit to continue to keep securing that bag. So, I mean, but hey, that's how the cookie crumbles. Okay, that's how the cookie crumbles, y'all. Hold on, real fast. Let me go pee, cause I done drunk this beer, the whole thing, and I gotta go pee. Give me 1 second. Hey, Don Play. Hey, Sweet Rita. Oh, y'all. If I disappear, it's because my job calling me too. So please bear with me, okay? Oh God, I gotta call them right back too because I was in the restroom. So hold on, real fast, y'all. Okay. All right, so all right. Hey, sweet Rita. Hey, everybody. So yeah. Oh, I did want to touch on this too because Trey had did a video not too long ago, and he likes to review stuff and he likes to talk about old shit and talk about certain things because Anaya, please don't ever be surprised if CMA is to talk. It's not CMA. If Money Boy and Two Braids, because it's a 2 for 1. You got Two Braids and you got Money Boy, and he ain't really Money Boy because if he had money, he would get his hair cut. But anywho, um, don't be surprised if he continues to keep talking about you. But when somebody has fallen in love with somebody, they don't know when to stop. You know what I mean? They don't know when to just kind of let go. I would have thought that he had already detoxed from you. He has not detoxed from you, Anaya. He is still under the impression that he's still gonna get some of you. You know what I mean? Because he was just talking about you not too long ago and was saying, about like, oh, you sent me money and what was your end goal and shit like that. First off, why are you worried about whatever she was gonna do, what she said? Sir, you said at your own mouth that you was still in love with her, and you was the first person that came outside on YouTube and got interviewed and made an ass out of yourself. Your child was coughing in the background. She ended up throwing up. I mean, there was too many signs of that video should have never took place. Because while you was trying to continue an interview, you were trying to clean up throw up. You know what I mean? So it bothers me. It irks the fuck out of me that like you be on here you talking about people as much as you motherfucker do, but dude, like you said I did a whole motherfucker panel while you knew baby girl wasn't feeling good. So like, come on now. Make that make sense. You said to talk about Anaya. Oh, she sent me some money and everything like that, but she claiming that she was what'd you say? You said something about she was claiming to play you or whatever. It don't matter what she was claiming to do. At the end of the day, you fell for it. At the end of the day, you came outside after it was all over and you said that you wish you had never told her to leave you alone. You said that. You said you wish you would have never told her to leave you alone. And you said that I just texted her and I told her that I still love her. And you talk about all the cash apps she sent you, but nigga, after the shit had stopped and she was done with you, you was still cash apping her. How you gonna talk about any money that she sent you? It don't matter what money she sent you while y'all was communicating. It don't motherfucking matter. The simple fact that you was still trying to cash app her, still sending her money, and you still said at your mouth that you was in love with her. You the ass. You the fool. All right. You was a motherfucking fool. And I want you to know that. Hold on, y'all. I got something to say. Hold on. It blows my mind that he could be talking about Anaya the way that he do. Because you just talked about Anaya, not you just talked about her. What I think 2 or 3 days ago. Hell, you could have talked about her today. I don't fucking know. I just was privy to the live that you did do. I think it was 2 or 3 days ago, and you were talking about, oh, what was her end goal? You trying to get my channel took down? My channel didn't get took down. God. And then in the same, then I just tell y'all he like talk about people even he swear he when he swear he don't want to talk about people that are not relevant. He only talk about people that are relevant or whatever in his eyes and in his book. So you were just sitting there talking about boy stop capping. In your eyes, he's doing better than you. You're a sad case, you know that, right? I mean, like he letting old shit trigger him. And that's something that just it. it just kind of it's laughable, y'all, because the video he was watch. I think it was one of Truth's lives or something, or maybe Money Boy's live or something. But there's a live that he did not too long ago, and he was replaying an old video, and he was talking about Boy Stop Capping. Oh, it's 2023, and it's someone, bitch, when you gonna pull up? When you gonna do this? When you gonna do that? Sir, it's 2023, and you need to do your daughter's hair. Stop it. You worried about fighting some fucking man. Grown y'all, you worried about fighting grown ass man at that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like a lot of you motherfuckers, but I will say this. You are so invested about everything else around you, but you're not invested with your child. And I only say that because it goes to show just how you act. And I'm not talking about your daughter, I'm talking about you. Because there's no fucking way I would be that overly invested with shit that's going on YouTube that I can't take 8 to 12 hours out of my day to make sure that my baby was good. And it's not even 8, 12 hours. It's an everyday 24/7 round the clock thing. If my baby wake up right now and she tell me I'm hungry, I gotta go in there, I gotta make her a plate of Wingstop because we got a bunch of leftovers. I gotta go make her a plate. I gotta go do this. I gotta go do that. If my baby say her eye hurt, I gotta look at her eye. I gotta make sure her eye is good. If my baby come in here and she talking about the TV not working, I got to mute up and I got to go make sure the TV is working because I can stop her from coming in here while I'm acting an ass on YouTube and go fix that TV so that I don't have her in here listening to what I have to say. You know? But like you said, I'm the 20-year-old. You was like, oh yeah, that 20-year-old bitch. And then you was calling, see, man, ain't had nobody but the 20-year-old prostitute. Sad. I didn't know I was a prostitute. I want some receipts. Oh wait, you ain't got none. But I can pull out some receipts of you being an ain't shit baby daddy. Cause your baby mama deemed you to be one. Cause you couldn't give her $50. Mm, 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 mm. Penny Boy Records, Virginia, you a mess. I'm not lying. He is. He a hot ass mess. He really is. He's a hot ass mess. That's why I don't. My thing is, if you know your shit ain't all the way straight, don't you talk about nobody else. Don't talk about nobody else, cause I ain't gonna sit up here and act like I'm living better than nobody. At the end of the day, I'm blessed, and I thank God because I didn't have to live to see this day. I didn't have to live to see Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. I didn't have to live to see none of these days. God could have took me any time and at any place and at any hour. But it's people like y'all that act like y'all just above everybody. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck what you got or what you don't got. But let me tell you this: you bleed just like how I bleed. If I fucking punch in your goddamn eye, you're gonna feel that. So all y'all walking around on YouTube as if y'all are better than thou, shit. I mean, you can if you want to. I mean, you got people that are some people comfortable living outside, some people comfortable living Hotel Six to hotels, Motel Six, Motel Six. You got people that are. Let me tell y'all something, and y'all don't know this about me. Let me give y'all a story. Let me give y'all a story time. Let me give y'all a story time because it's something about me, and y'all will always know this. I don't give a fuck. Before I had my daughter, y'all, I ain't gonna tell y'all what year this was because it was about a mixture of 2 years, about a year and a half. I had a place to lay my. I had two places I could lay my head. Out the doors were open, welcome. I had my shit. I had my bed set, everything. I had everything. Everything I owned. I had it at one location. In another location, I was always there, and I was always welcome to stay. But y'all, I was so madly in love.
right? I was so madly in love that like when the person me and him was together for about like I think 5, 6 years. I was so madly in love. When people say that love will make you do crazy things, you goddamn right. And I tell you one thing, I won't do it again. I won't do it again. But yes, y'all. Like so, I don't know. It's something that I've learned. I don't have to say I learned it from my grandmother. I have to say that I had learned it from my grandmother. My grandmother used to save. Like my grandmother, like y'all know those little old fashioned like little paper things that you could stick the pennies in. Then you had to get the quarter shape size paper thing that you had to stick all the quarters in. Y'all, I save change to this day, and like I got a savings for my baby girl and everything like that. But like I would have not known all this stuff if it wasn't for my grandma. My grandma, like, she had like these paper coins and paper. It had like the quarters, the nickels, the dimes, and pennies, and all of that. So I would help her put all the quarters in them, help her put all the pennies in it, everything because it had the amount. So if it was like, I think it was, I don't know, like $5 in quarters, like in that one little stack, or excuse me, however much, but there was a certain amount. 100 pennies was $1. You know what I mean? The pennies had $1 written on the side of the paper. So me saving money and stuff like that, that came from my grandmother. But the way that she used to save money and how she used to do it, that was from what she was taught, But I don't save money like that. I'm more of a, how I do what I do. I won't say what I do, but I do what I do. Okay, I'll tell you one thing. If you working, don't ever have just one job. You better make sure you have a side hustle. Okay, you better make sure you have a side hustle because that side hustle money will always come in handy. And when I say a side hustle, I mean it better be some good money, not no $20 here, $30 there. No, 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 no. You better have you a good motherfucking side hustle, please, because it will benefit you when you fall short. But my grandmother, she taught me how to save. I mean, I was a young girl where I two things I learned: to cook and to save. If I remember anything about my childhood when it was with my grandma, because y'all, I don't know about everybody else, but I'm like overly attached to old people, and that's something that scares me because I love me some old people because they're so wise and they're so educated and they can tell you what they've been through and what not to do and what you should do. And you could do what they did. It may work better for you in this day and age, but back then it didn't work for them. But y'all, I'm like so overly attached to old people. I don't know because when I was a young girl, I'm not gonna say I didn't give a fuck what happened to my mom or my brothers and my siblings, but like my grandmother, when I figured out that, the older you got, you would probably be the first to die. But when you get older, you realize it doesn't matter how old you get, you could go before anybody. But when I was a young girl, I was taught that the older you got, you would die first. In factuality, that's true. You know what I mean? If you're older than the people that are younger than you might be the one to go first. It's just there's just certain things that will play in factors, but that's not always true. It's not always true because no day is promised. So that's why people tell you you better live every day like it's your motherfucking last. Okay, but my grandmother, I stayed with her every day. Every day. I couldn't leave her alone. When my grandmother moved out, I was sick to my stomach, y'all. I was fucked up. I was having withdrawals from a drug. Cause me and her stay like I would go in my room. I wouldn't sleep with her unless she let me. But I would go in my room, I would sleep and everything like that. And not even just that, y'all, I would cry. Some nights when I was real young, y'all, I would go to bed and sometimes I would overthink too much and I would sit there and I would cry because I'm like, oh my God, my grandmother's getting old. But y'all, when I was crying about my grandmother, she wasn't even that damn old, y'all. She wasn't. But it was just so fact that I knew my grandmother was older than all of us. I'm like, oh my God, my grandma's just gonna die. I'm like, I know. And y'all, I would be in the bed like, God, take me before my grandmother, please. Like it's still to this day, y'all, I still say that because I don't think I could even fathom her going. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do it. Mm-mm. Like, but when I was a kid, boy, I'd be like, God, take me first, please. I don't want to, y'all. When I figured out what death was, because when you were a kid, there's certain things you don't know nothing about until you're learned. And when I figured out, people die and everything, girl, let me tell you, I was like, oh God, not my grandmother. Oh God, like, cause I still to this day, people, my friends, they be like, your grandma not over 70. I'm like, yes, she is. They're like, she don't look like it. My grandmother look like she ain't never aged, y'all. She don't move like she never aged. None of that. She don't. But I mean, she my pride and joy, y'all. That's my baby. I've been saying that's my baby. I got two babies. I got Mariah and I got my grandmother. Like, they are my two favorite people in this whole entire motherfucking world. Like, I don't know what I would do without them. So yeah, when I was a kid, I'm telling you right now, when I was a kid, I was like, God, please. I still remember to this day, I was like, God, please take me before her because I don't think I could do it. Because it's just something about that. The love that my grandma has always given me, it don't beat no other. And I ain't gonna say too much now, but you know what, Regina, you're not as old as my grandmother, but Regina, you remind me of my grandmother because Regina, shout out to Regina because Regina is the person that you could talk to her and she will listen. But not only is she gonna listen, she gonna tell your motherfucking ass, I'd have told your ass not to do that. That's how my grandmother is. My grandma will listen to me and she will let me make my mistakes, but she'll tell me, I done told your motherfucking ass that I'm like Regina gives me those vibes. She gives me uh not the same personality, but like just certain things my grandmother does, I can relate when it comes to Virginia because Virginia would be like, I, I can't stop you from doing something, but did not tell you. That's how my grandmother is. My grandma will never make me feel bad about anything that I do because she knows at the end of the day, you're gonna grow up and you're gonna always make mistakes. You're living in a world where you will always make mistakes. You can't sit around and act like you can't make mistakes unless you're living in this world. You're gonna be tiptoeing around trying to always make it perfect. And there's nothing about being in this world that's gonna always make it perfect. Because you may try to work as hard as you want to be perfect, but everybody around you, and not it's not them, it's just everything. You want to get everything thrown at you, obstacles. There's just certain things you're just not going to do right. You're not going to realize it until it's over. And sometimes we do realize we're doing things wrong when we're doing it, but we won't acknowledge it until it's over. But yes, y'all, my my grandmother, y'all. Oh, child, let me tell y'all something. Today I was just talking to her too. She was sitting on the couch. She was sitting on the couch the other day. Y'all, I love playing with my grandmother. I even do with my mom. Like, they know I'm very playful, but my thing is like you gotta live life to the fullest. Y'all, my mom had I had well, first off, I called my mom and I was like, hey, I was like, it said my package was delivered. She was like, yeah, your package was delivered. I put it in the crib. I was like, okay. I was like, you sure that was the only package? She was like, no, you got a couple packages in the house. I said, oh, okay, okay. I was like, and then she was like, well, you got some pots and pans and some other stuff. I said, wait, hold on. Did you open it up? She was like, no, I can tell, I can feel it. I said, who told you you can feel on my packages and my boxes? She said, girl, I was like, see, I can't have nothing. I like to play my mama because my mama loved to say, oh, I can't have nothing. I do it with my mama. Oh, I just can't have nothing. I don't buy all this stuff and I can't have nothing. I said, I know if I come to the house and all my boxes and stuff gonna be open. And my mom, my grandma, they love to say, "Oh, you so crazy." I'm not crazy, but when I talk like them, they don't register it. They don't register it because they ain't done it in years. Cause I'm not a child no more. They ain't done it in years. They ain't done it in shit 10 years. But I like to play them because that's what they used to do to me. Oh, I can't have none. I was just telling my, I was like, why you opening my mail? Why you always open my mail? Why you doing that? My mom be like, my name was on it too. I'm like, so it don't matter. My name was on it. You knew it was mine. I would love to do that to her because that's just me. And I don't be meaning no harm to her. My grandmother today, I was set up the Wi-Fi, so she had broke up the. First, she told me to wait. She was like, "I'll help you, whatever, blah blah blah." She came over, and so I took the Wi-Fi from her, and I was setting up. She was like, "Well, don't worry about it. Call Xfinity in the morning or whatever on Monday, and then have them fix it." But with Xfinity, they doing some weird shit. They talk about if you can't fix it, then they're gonna charge you $100 for them to come out there and do it. Fuck no. I spent fucking 25 minutes making sure that I got that Wi-Fi running. Fuck the cable. I want the Wi-Fi running. If I got Wi-Fi, I can watch Netflix, HBO Max, Hulu. I don't give a damn. But when my when my grandmother was here, I was like, you don't love me, and oh my god, she was like, what are you talking about? I said, no, you just don't love me. And she was like, my grandmother, she's one of those that she just roll her eyes. She'll roll her eyes. And my grandmother loves talking to my daughter, and Mariah be like, Gigi, is mommy hurting you? And grandma be like, oh yeah, she hurting me. Yeah, your mom always hurting me. I'll be like, not the part. Didn't I just y'all? I mean, it's just the relationship that I have with my grandmother and my daughter and me that just makes it even more. I don't know. It just makes it even more funnier because my grandma she loved to clown me. She do. She talks to my daughter. Oh, your mom's so crazy. Oh, I don't know why your mom talk like that. I'm like, why you telling my grandmother? Why you telling my daughter that? Why are you sitting there telling her that? I'm like, are you the reason why when I see my daughter, she's saying, oh, well, Grandma Gigi on the patio smoking cigarettes. Are you the reason why she know the word cigarette? Because I don't smoke cigarettes. And she's looking at me like, I was like, yeah, that's how I thought. Nah, long story short, I, me and my grandmother, she can say she hated all she wants to, but she love it because my grandmother, she don't walk around like she got a chip on her shoulder, but my grandmother, she like me, she don't want to be bothered. You know what I mean? She is a loner, and that's how I feel like I got that from her. And not just that, I feel like I kind of got it from my mom as well. But my grandmother, she is a loner. She will go do stuff and everything like that, and she will go out and about. And I feel like I got that personality from her 100% because I called my grandmother one day and I was like, "Where you at?" She was like, "Why you worried? Where you?" I was like, don't do that. Because my grandma will do the same to me. You need to tell me where you going. You need to tell somebody where you going because what if something happened to you? Why? Why I gotta tell you where I'm going? And you was old as you can be, and you need to tell me where you going. Like, child, I think me and my grandmother need marriage counseling because the way you be trying to talking to me, I'd be like, wait, you can't do that. Like, I'm more prepared to fight than you are. Nah, you can't do that. When I ask my grandmother is, she be like, why you want to know? Because you my grandmother. Why I can't know? But when it's me and I go somewhere, oh, well, where you going? And I be like, well, don't worry about it. No, I need you because what if something happened to you? You know what? That ain't right. Because you always want to go somewhere and then you don't want to tell nobody. I'd be like, wait, not the kid. Wait, not you telling me what I need to be doing, but when I ask you what you doing, you don't want to tell me shit. But that's how I know when I think about it now, I'm like, I feel like I got more of her personality than anything. My grandmother, she had one child, she had a daughter. I had one child and I only have a daughter. And honestly, y'all, I don't think I want any more kids. I don't think I want any more kids. I think it was a blessing. Really, it was a huge blessing from God that I had Mariah. If I have another one, it may be years to come, but I mean, if I'm only deemed to only have one child, I'm not going to be surprised because she's just my main focus. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be in no situation to be around no niggas and motherfucking goofy ass people that Can't take care of kids. I don't want that. You know, I could be a one and done bitch, okay, and live my life happily ever after, okay. Because when Mariah turned 18, I still be a young snapper. I still be a young snapper. I can go to the clubs. Nah, I ain't play. I ain't gonna. I'm not. I was never a club person, anyways. When I didn't have Mariah, I've always been. That's what I'm saying. I always been a loner, and I feel like that's where I got that from. I got being a loner from her, cause I was one of those people that I don't know, y'all. Don't judge me, but I would skip school. Like I would be at school and I would skip the class, like the last class that I needed before I got early release. So that meant I skipped three classes, but I only got the chance. Excuse me, I only was accepted to skip two. You only get to skip two, or you get to do early arrival. I was like, fuck early. I mean, late arrival. I don't want to do no late arrival. I want to do late release. So I did late release, and I would still skip, my sixth period because I got seventh and eighth period taken off because I had all my credits. But I would still skip six. Yeah, I would go to the movies. I would go grab food. At that time, I was young. I was shit. I was like 17. I think I was about to turn 18. I would ride around before my movie would start, and I would go into these like high end luxury ass neighborhoods, and I would just ride around and just look at property because one thing I will say that my mom showed me is that if you want something, you can have it as long as you're willing to put the work in because I can't fault I can never say that my mom never had me in a beautiful home. All the homes that we ever lived in, they were nice. You know what I mean? They were very nice. You know what I mean? Two of the homes that she had, I had my own room. And even when I was sharing a room with my twin brother, it was still a nice area. You know what I mean? Met a lot of people that I will never forget. But, but, it's just something, I don't know. It's just something about being, I don't know. It's something just being in your own peace. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a person to tell people what to do. Like people love to go out with each other, but then they want to do itineraries. They want to be, oh well, let's do this and that. I don't got time for that. I don't got time for that, and I don't have time for trying to set something up and make people be on my own time. I don't have time for that. I'm not gonna make you do that. I'm the type of individual that I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna do it. My brother, let me tell you something about my brother. My brother was arguing back and forth with me talking about, oh, so you going on a trip? Because I told him I'm going on vacation for my daughter to go to school this year. My brother was like, if you go on a trip without me and blah 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 blah, y'all, my brother was like giving me the fucking blues. If you go on a trip, I was like, Marcus, leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Okay, please leave me alone. Yes, y'all. My brother's name is Marcus. My name is Marita. But like he was giving me the blues, like talking about like, oh, if you go on 9 trips without me, and then that last trip that's supposed to count as 10, and you ain't invite me, I'ma feel the type of way because I want to do stuff as my brother. He likes to do stuff as a family, and I'm like I'm like 24. I'm like 2080. 80% of the time I want to do shit by myself. I'll give them. I won't even say 20. I give them like 10%. I am like 10%. So 90% I want to do shit by myself, and 10% I'll be with the family. But like for me, when I see us all together, it could be just for the holidays. You know what I'm saying? Let's chill, let's relax, let's parlay at the crib and stuff like that. I'm not the type of person that wants to go on vacation and want an itinerary. I want to go on vacation. I want to be able to wake up when I want to wake up. I don't want to be waking up at 7 a.m. to go get breakfast. Then after we get breakfast and we're there till 9 o'clock, we go do this. I'm not an itinerary type of bitch. I'm sorry, I'm just not. I never have been. I don't want to be. I want to be able to do stuff on my own time because I'm spending my own dime. That's just me. Because I've done the itinerary thing, like being in Houston and oh, let's do this, let's go do that, and it was fun, but still, it was just like it was tiresome. It was tiresome because the bitch looking like okay, ain't no break on that motherfucking. on that goddamn itinerary. Ain't no 15-minute, 30-minute break. I want a goddamn break. Let me sleep in and get all my sleep in, and I'll be ready for the whole entire night. Okay? Can't stop me. But having to get up at 7 a.m. in the morning or 6 a.m. to get ready, and then go out at 7 to get breakfast, and then go do this at this time. I'm not that bitch. I'm sorry. You can't wake me up at no goddamn 6 a.m. and think I'm gonna be up until 2 a.m. If I gotta get up at 6 a.m., you better bet your balls that I'm gonna be sleep around 4 o'clock. I'm gonna be sleep. Especially if I'm been outside in this Texas heat. Shit, I'm gonna be sleep. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna be sleep. I am going to be sleep. No, I get your old soul, Shelby. I don't have an old soul, Regina. I do not. I don't have an old soul. I've always been comfortable around older people. I have. I've always been comfortable around older people. That's why I like me some Regina. I'm just messing with you. Regina not old, y'all. It's not that. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just like older people. I really do. I don't have like a, because motherfuckers gonna take that like, oh, she said she like older people. She says she sexually fantasize. No, none of that. I just like older people. Like I could tell when an older person's giving me bad vibes because I would not hear your shit. But I've never met an older person that's ever given me bad vibes. I've had like people that that I don't know, like they may be like weird or whatever, like, oh hey yo, hey baby, hey beautiful, how you doing? I don't feed into them, because I can't knock older men for liking younger women. I can't knock that. But I like older people because they're so sweet. There's a guy at my job right now, and I was thinking about him. Right now, he always tells me, he's like, "Good morning, how are you?" Like, I like that. He's an older gentleman because my people, and when I say my people, the people of my age group, they don't want to be talked to. You know what I mean? Everybody got this nasty ass attitude, and it's just not how they were raised. It's just how fucking society is just being fucked up. Motherfuckers they just think that they so entitled. They just so fucking like you know they just like you know what I mean. They go not speak. They don't have no type of respect, and that's something that I want to teach my daughter. I want her to always have respect. I'm not going to teach her to be nice to everybody, but I want her to know like there's nothing wrong with open the door for somebody if you see somebody else is coming behind you or anything like that. Because I'm the type of girl like because I remember people be like, oh it's respect if a man opens the door for you. It's respect if you open the door for anybody. Like I always do that. Like I don't really care if it's a man or a woman or a fucking he, she, or it or a what, a fucking roach. At this point, I don't give a fuck what you want to be. You could be a fucking. You could classify yourself as a goddamn tree at this point. I don't give a fuck. I open the door for you. You better bring your goddamn ass in this goddamn building or this motherfucking restaurant, whatever. I don't give a damn. I'm not those type of people that feel like, oh, I'm a woman. Men need to carry to me. I'm not the type of bitch. Like I just like to do stuff for people because that's just kind of how I was raised. Open the door for people. Even though the door handle nasty as fuck, I put that aside and I open the door for people. I do. I open the door for people. Even when I'm irritated at work, I still put a smile on my face and I still talk to people because y'all. I have met some beautiful people at my job. You know what I mean? And not just that, the people that I've had to work with, train, and all of that. I have met some lovely people, and doing what I do, I know everybody ain't bad in the world. It looks like it because of all they portray on the news and all this extra nonsense and bullshit. But you got some good people in this world. You got some good funny ass people in this world, and I can shout them out every motherfucking day because it's people like them that keep me going. Because that man that I see every morning, we see each other almost every day, and he be like, "Good morning, how are you?" And I just be like, "I'm doing good." And he's just an older gentleman that has always had respect, and he has always been sweet to me. And I even respect the people that keep their window up, but they wave at me. I respect them. I really do. I respect them because they don't have to talk to me. I don't ask nobody to talk to me. But when I have to speak to people, I speak to them. Even though I may not want to, I could be irritated as hell. And I will still talk to them, try to help them through whatever they need to go through because that's just part of my job. It is. When I'm working with my officers, that's part of my job. I gotta help them. I gotta do what I was long ago trained to do. I ain't in the position that I am just to be not doing shit or parlaying with my feet kicked up. Can't do that one, or I ain't gonna have no job.
Life is about making mistakes but learn from them. Thank you, Regina. Okay, one of my best friend mothers died today. Oh, 86, like my grandmother. It made me sad to think about my grandmother. They are 2 months apart in age. Prayers go out to her. Yes, of course. I saw one of those card readings. Lady said, I'm gonna live up to 84. I didn't tell my grandmother yet. They were mothers to the church together. See, Rita, I got aunts that's 99 still living. Wow, that's a blessing, Regina. That is. Look, I'm trying to live to 150 if God will let me. But God gonna be like, look, if you still eating fast food, you ain't gonna make it to 53. Can you hear me? And so yeah, that's really when it comes to Mike, I honestly can't. I I can't fathom with him because Mike has shown us too much of how he cared for his mom. And like even when his mom was like, "Shut the fuck up, Mike. You want me to fuck you up?" He be like, "Y'all hear my mama? My mama talks like that's how my grandmother is. My grandma, she ain't to that extent though. My grandma be like, if I'm messing, cause I love to mess with my grandmother because like she my baby. Like that's how I do. Like my daughter, she's a kid, so she likes to play. But my grandmother, like I'm always in like a good, happy mood around her. And then when she like, stop talking to me, I'm in the mood. I be like, you don't love me? Just like that, you don't love me. She be like, why do you stop saying that? Stop saying I don't love you. You know I love you. I be like, no, you don't love me because I try to. Yeah, I will break out in a whole motherfucking character. You don't love me as a kid. She be like, I'm getting off the phone with you. Or she'll go in her room. I ain't doing this. Goodbye. Good night. Yeah, my grandmother is my favorite person to watch a movie with because I'm gonna do a video one day, y'all. I'm gonna do a video one day. I have to because I'm gonna show y'all why she's my favorite person to watch a movie with because my grandmother, she is so animated. Like my grandma does not like when people do dumb shit in movies. Like y'all, she be cussing at these people like they really there in real life. And like I think I get more of a kick out of her than the damn movie because it just wait, y'all, wait, wait. I have watched Michael Myers. Fuck, what was the? It's not the new one that just came out. It's the other one. I have. It's not called Michael Myers. Yeah, it's called something. It's like Michael. It's the other one. It's not the one that just came out. It's the other one. I was like, "Grandma, I gotta watch this movie." And she was like, "What movie?" I said, "Grandma, it's gonna be a good movie." I don't like to tell her what the movie is because if I do, she'll be like, "Oh fuck no, it's a motherfucker scary ass shit. I don't want to watch no goddamn scary ass shit." I'm like, "It's not scary. You don't even know it." And she's like, put it on." Y'all, when I tell y'all, my grandma, she is a character. She be acting an ass when movies come on. When I was with my mom and I was staying with her when my grandma, she was like, "Oh well, grandma's coming over." I'm like, "She is." I was like, "Okay, we gotta watch a movie, y'all." If you never seen Barbary Street, it was on HBO Max. I don't know if they still got it on there, but I put that movie on for her, y'all. She was cutting up. I think I got a clip of her cutting up
when we was watching one of the movies, because she do not like when people do dumb stuff in movies. Like, she be cussing up, she be cutting up, y'all. My grandma will get up from a movie and be like, I don't want to watch shit. Fuck that, no, fuck that shit. I'm gonna go outside and have a cigarette. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna pause it for you. She's like, I ain't gonna be missing shit. Fuck them. Let that ass motherfucker die. When I come back and have my motherfucking secret, their ass better be dead. Yeah, she cannot tolerate people that do dumb stuff in movies. She can't. That's just her. She just don't like it. So y'all know me. I love to put on a good movie. I love to put on a good old scary movie, good old thriller suspension movie, because she real good when it comes to action. But she love it. But them scary movies, she not scared, but she just be like, "Oh, you mean to tell me you're gonna watch some dumbass scary movie with these motherfuckers that don't know how to goddamn run, and these motherfuckers." She talks shit about everybody in the movie because she just don't like the way that they be doing stuff. But hey, that's my Gigi. Don't think they will tell her at church she's going to get cursed out. I'm living. I mean, living. Don't think they will tell her church. Don't think they will tell her at church because she's going to curse you out. I'm gonna call her tomorrow. She don't go to church like she used to. She concerned for you, Chubby. Sounds like my mom. No, I definitely get it, but like, it's not that she's. But if she could be concerned for me, I'm concerned for her. I'm always concerned for her. Always. I really am. I'm always concerned. Cause that's my baby. Like, my grandmother, she's like she's been like a huge part of me. I promise you, I don't know what it is about me in her, but like, she's been a huge part of me when I was growing up. Because even my mom, she like, "Oh, I'm gonna whoop your ass." I'd be like, "I'm going to Gigi room." I would go to Gigi room. I would go hide on the side of her bed. And my mom be like, "No, Gigi can't." My mom, that was her favorite line. Gigi can't save you. And I be looking up. My mama with puppy dog eyes, and my daughter does it too. And that's the fucking scary thing. When I say, "You know what, Ma, I'm about to whoop you," Mariah will go in there with Gigi and will go over there. And my grandma will be like, "Don't you touch my baby." I'd be like, "Nah, I think I'm having withdrawals," because my grandma never was like, "Oh, don't hit it, don't hit it, don't hit it." She called her daughter by her name, but she'd be like, "Don't hit her." She would call my mom by her name. Don't hit her. But I didn't get that same treatment that Mariah's getting. My boy, Mariah could be doing some crazy stuff, and I'd be fee fi fo stomping my ass behind her. She come crawl her booty butt in my grandmother's room. I'd be like, "What you doing?" And she be looking at Gigi, and grandma be like, holding her with both her arms. I'd be like, "She can't save you. She can't save you." And I'm like, "What did she do?" "Well, you gotta tell her she can't do that." I'd be like, I'm looking at her like, "Well, where was all of this at when I was growing up? Okay. You used to let me hide behind the bed, but when it came from me get drugged by my ankle and fucked up, you was nowhere to be found." But you know what? I'm not mad. But it just I don't know. It's just a repeated cycle, because my daughter did what I used to do. And I mean, it's just funny. It is. It's real funny. It is. It is real funny. And my mom is the same way that she was when me and my brother was growing up, and when my sister was growing up. I think that she's not like, she don't do it as bad, like she like my mom, because my mom got a mouthpiece. She always gonna have a mouthpiece, but that's just something that we all have. Like, we all have a mouthpiece, but my mom will use it only when she needs to. My mom will, if she don't give a fuck how old you is, she'll sit you down. If you fuck some shit up in her house, she be like, "Do it again, I'm gonna fucking break your fucking ankles." I'll be like, "What?" She go, "Yeah, do it again, I'm gonna fucking break your goddamn ankles." I'll be like, "Okay, all right." Let me pack my shit down. My mom is a person that will let you know. I don't have to tell you I'm crazy. I'm gonna show you I'm crazy by fucking you up for real, for real. That's my mama. My grandma, on the other hand, my grandma, if she says she gonna fuck you up or she gonna slap you, she just gonna slap you. My grandma, child, y'all, my grandma hit me one day, and I almost lost my goddamn mind, because it was like 3, 4 years ago. My grandma had hit me, and I was like, Why in the hell would you do that? But I don't remember what we was getting, but I don't know what we was getting into it about. But she did. She fucking hit me. I was like, oh my fucking god, like y'all. Just like how my grandma can't tolerate people hitting her. I can't tolerate it. My mom can't tolerate it. Like we all one and the same. And I feel like that's everybody, but like y'all, my grandma hit me one motherfucking day. I was just like. I had disowned her. Just like when my mama talked too thugged out to me, I'm like, that ain't my mama. I call my sister, I'll be like, you better get your mom. She be like, what she do? Don't worry about it, but you better get your mom because that ain't my mom because she talking to me like she too crazy. That's what we do. When we in a disagreement with our parents or our grandmother, we be like, you better get your grandmother, you better get your mom. Or if I'm in a disagreement with my twin brother, I'm like, you better get that nigga over there. You better go get him. That's just how we've always been raised. Shit, when we don't like certain things, we're like, you better go get your mom. And they be like, nah, that's your mom. We're like, hell no, I don't even know her. I just live here. You better go get your goddamn mama. Ugh. Hey y'all, I have always been a quiet child. Well, I don't say I was always quiet, but like I've never really like like my mom can vouch for me. Me and my mom ain't never bumped heads the way that she bumped heads with all her other kids. Cause I don't like to bump heads with people that I really love and everything like that. Like I don't like to do that. I like to stay away from people because I feel like the more I stay away from you, the more it's not gonna cause problems. Like that's me. Like I'm trying to be like, I'd rather fuck around and get into it with everybody else that I don't love than to get into it with people that I do love because once you burn that bridge is burned. But the last time me and my mom got into it, I think it was what, maybe 2 or 3 months ago, and I mean it wasn't as bad, but it was still bad because it was just like it was an argument, it was a commotion, and it was a whole bunch of shit. But it was just like when you know you get to thinking about doing some grimy ass shit, y'all. I was like in the point where I was like, man, I will motherfucking burn the motherfucking house down. But that's how I know shit. I'm just like my mom, my grandma, my mom been saying for the longest. I will take y'all motherfucking out. I had y'all will take you out. My mom will motherfucker tell you she'll burn her own goddamn house down. Like it's just certain things that I have picked up that I don't use it like they do. But if you fucking with me, I'm just like, oh my god, like I don't want to do this. I want this. I will. I'm one of those people that I can only take so much, and then when you push me to a certain limit, I'm gonna motherfucking break it. I'm all hell gonna break loose. That's just me. I can only take so much, and but for the most part, I love to just like woosah, woosah, woosah. It's all gonna get better. But sometimes I'll be like, you know what? Fuck that. Why the fuck? I'll be going off, and I don't like that about me. But it's like it's only so much I can take, and it's not right. It's not right because you gotta have control of yourself. And I'm not gonna say that I don't have control of myself because I definitely do. But it's just you're always gonna make mistakes in the world. You always are. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna slip up and say something that you don't mean. You're gonna do stuff that you don't mean. Child, I think one day I was talking to my dad about some shit. And my dad is so nonchalant about stuff, but I think that he's grown to be like, I just want to be at peace. I don't know what my dad has gone through in his life, but one thing that I'm wondering about when I talk to my dad like he loves to be positive on the phone. There's never a moment where me and him are getting into it. He's always like, "How was your day? What are you doing?" and all stuff. And I love to tell my dad all the accomplishments that I made because he's very proud of me. I may not get to see him, but it's just the whole fact that like anytime I'm on the phone with him, it's very positive. Even my mom, she's very positive too. But I know that we bump more heads because we had to be around each other. It would be the same way with my dad. If I was with my dad, I probably would bump heads with him too. But my dad, he's always been positive. And I think he's always positive around me and everything and what's going on because it's just like, you I don't know. I'm saying it like this because I feel like if you're not there, if I'm not gonna say an absent father, but kind of I would say that, but I won't say he was fully absent because he wasn't because if I called him, he would answer, if he didn't, it was because he was always working. But anytime that I spoke to my dad, at least I got to speak to him. You get people who don't get to speak to their fathers, and I can't imagine that. You know what I mean? Because I haven't seen my dad in I don't know how long, y'all. I haven't seen him in a very long time. And when he came down to see me, I was sick, y'all. I was sick, and he was gonna see his grandbaby for the first time, but we got sick. We got COVID, so we could not see him. And it sucked. It really did because he came down and he wanted to see us, and I was sick. I was sick. I had COVID, and it sucked. It really did. It sucked. So I'm like in between vacations as far as what I want to do because I want to take her to Disney World. I want to go to Florida. Then again, I'm like, I can get 2 plane tickets and then find a day or 3 days or whatever to go and see him so that he can see his grandbaby, whatever, because one thing I've learned when you have time, you definitely need to make time. And I'm trying to make time now as far as when it comes to my dad because I actually do want to see my dad. I haven't seen my dad in a very, 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 very long time. I haven't. I have not seen him in a very long time. I haven't seen my aunt in a very long time. I have not. And y'all, if y'all ever, I think I should go live with my aunt because y'all would be like, "That's your mom." I promise y'all, that's not my mom, but I have traits of her. I do. I have traits of my mom. I think I look more like my mom too. But people love to say that I look more like my dad's sister than I look like my mom. But I think I look like a mixture of everybody. I do. I feel like I look like a mixture of everybody. I think I do. It's my friend that came from Texas for birthday mother, my birthday mother that passed away. I skipped school for a whole year and cried when I flunked. Look. But my thing is, look, don't be mad. Don't be mad. Oh wow, Sweet Rita, how your friend holding up? Sweet Rita, I was the smallest person in the school. I got caught leaving by principal was like, I saw you went over the fence. I was wrong. I went through the hole in the fence. That's good, Sweet Rita. I was bad, Sweet Rita. I was high every day, Regina. I look, Sweet Rita. That was me and my brother's go to, boy. We would smoke weed and then burn it. We would be in the garage smoking weed, right? And we walk to school. I would smoke. We would smoke. We'd be in the garage higher than a motherfucker. Sometimes when we got too high, we'd be like, shit, we gonna walk. We had a lake in the neighborhood that we was staying in, so it was a huge ass lake. No, I'm not trying to say I was more privileged than nobody because no, it was just where we was living at. But we would smoke right, and then we would be like, "Fuck it, shit, we about to go. We finna act like we went to school." Yes, that's what we would do. We would act like we went to school. We'd be high as hell. Wait till my mama's truck left the motherfucking yard and then, I mean, not the yard, but left the driveway, and we would go back in the crib. We'd be fucking up breakfast in that goddamn kitchen and be laid the fuck out. We'd be laid out. Y'all, I was so bad at skipping school, y'all. And I hate to say it, y'all, there was a warrant out for my mom's arrest because it was like what it was like truancy. So since they couldn't give the charges to me and put a warrant out for my arrest because I was underage, they put it out for my mom, and I did not know that shit even existed, y'all. Like the truancy warrant, boy, I didn't know I was going off on my ass because like y'all, I when they say you young and dumb, you young and motherfucking dumb. If I would have known that my mom could have possibly went to jail for me, skipping school and for truancy, I probably would have never done it. But like, man, it had all blew away though. But it was still like I didn't know, like I did not know. But now I know why my mom was fucking me up. Like, you mean to tell me you miss school? Boy, my mom used to fuck me and my brother up. But then it got to a point where she was just like, when we got older, it was just like, she was like, what are y'all planning on doing? You know what I mean? Like, it was more of a conversation, like, what are your plans, everything like that? Like, we got to start making like she can't make decisions for us. You gotta start making your decisions. We was in 11th grade, uh going on to 12th, and then everything just kind of went on like that. But I didn't know, like, when my mom told me, yeah, they got a motherfucking warrant, I was like, oh, fuck. Because I ain't had no warrant for truancy. It was my mom because I was underage. But this is certain shit that you learn after the fact that you have done shit that you regret doing. I was drunk. Oh God, I was hooky school. Go, my aunt. She sold booze. I'll take orders and make me a drink. 13. That's why liquor don't owe me nothing. I I was a weekend drinker. I never. That's why I'm still a weekend drinker. I didn't drink while I was at school, but on the weekends, y'all, I used to drink some vodka. Fuck vodka. I won't drink vodka no more till this day, unless that's all they serving. I can't do vodka. Vodka makes me want to fucking throw up. It gives me. It just reminds me of a fucking fucked up hangover and just a fucking toilet I don't want to be sitting on. Like vodka ain't that bitch, okay? She that motherfucker. She that motherfucker that don't come to play. I don't know how people do. Y'all love talk about tequila. Oh no, tequila make that devil come out of me. No, fuck that. That fucking vodka is fucking. She's something different. She's something different. That bitch look like water. And she ain't nothing to play with. She look like water, but her ass ain't water. That vodka is something. Ooh, some. Ooh. I don't even want to talk about it because y'all. They used when I had a birthday, y'all. I used to drink a lot of Amsterdam, a lot of Ciroc. I used to drink MD 2020. I used to drink if my mom was, she was thinking about the kid, we'd be like, oh, where you want to go? You want to go to the gas station? Well, if you want to, you can give me a little limerita or whatever. Y'all, when my sister got over age, I was like, you give me a little something, something. You give me a little something, something, I give you the money. Shit, fuck that. Child, my sister would come home from work, go to the store, have her drinks, get me and my friends some drinks because it was like an everyday weekend that we had somebody at the crib. Like, because people love coming over. They be like, shit, I'm coming over to your crib. Like my brother would always have his football teammates over. I would have my people over. My sister would just have my sister and them grew right up having their friends over, but they had their friends over before us. But we would bring our friends over. Shit, we would be chilling. But we was y'all, let me tell y'all about a motherfucking story. Y'all, it was about shit, I think it was about 8 or 9 of us. We had rolled up some weed, right? Like we was fresh in high. We weren't fresh in high school. I think we was about 2.5 years in or whatever. Y'all, we was smoking. We was smoking, right? Everybody was rolling up. Everybody bought some weed, right? And there was this house. We lived in a nice ass neighborhood, y'all, but there was this house that burned down in our cul-de-sac um around 4th of July. That shit, it just people weren't paying attention. Like there was a fire had sparked, so they must have popped some fireworks. But whatever the spark or the resonance of a firework, it started a fire in the bushes. So when we was outside smoking, it was 3 of us. It was me, my brother, and his friend. We was outside smoking, and he was like, "Bro, you see that? It's a fire." He was like, "What you talking about? It's a fire." So y'all, the whole house went in flames. It was just like it was a big ordeal. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I think it's still on my channel. If it's private, I'm going to reshare so that y'all can see it because I know I got that video on my YouTube channel because I posted it. There was a whole fucking fire. It was a whole big ass fire. My mom was running in to help the people and everything like that. Yes, y'all, military status. She thought that she was superwoman. Okay, when I was like me and my brother, we was pissed off because but we don't give a fuck what type of training that you did. Like you ain't no firefighter, you military. Okay, we was in there. My brother was more matter than me. I was just recording everything.
All right, y'all, I'm back. Oops. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Rum and coke and red wine with my shit. Um, the weed nowadays make my heart race. Too many chemicals in it. Yeah, I am. Cause uh, well, I gotta. It depends on who's selling it. Definitely depends on who's selling it because the way they trying to enhance the fucking weed. Like y'all need to be enhancing it. Just leave that shit alone. That back in the day weed was good, made you hungry and laugh and be paranoid. Back then we drunk Mad Dog 2020 or Wild Irish Rose with Kool-Aid in it. I was just drinking Mad Dog 2020 straight because it tastes like fucking juice. But when you really get to taste that motherfucker, you just drink it like shit. You better off if you get that Mad Dog 2020, that orange flavor, that fruit punch. You better off just mixing it with some more orange juice or something because that motherfucker ain't nothing to play with. It ain't shit to play with. I was a kid drunk. That that's it. While I was Rose, I used to drink old English 800 beers in high school too. I always went to parties and danced my ass off. That's why my legs hurt now. Regina, stop it. I wouldn't dare drink that now. Not even Seagram's gin and juice. Nah, no more hard liquor for me. Just wine and Moscato. I drink Stella Rose, black or blueberry wine. See, I heard about the Stella Rose. I haven't had it yet. Did y'all see the movie The Reading with Monique? Good as hell. I told my bro he wanted to watch his fiance said she's scared. I said you giving you give you uh, she's scared. I said you going live. You gonna live a boring life. Oh, you going to live a life. You're going to live a boring life. My nephew was 6 and my nephew was 6 and my said she let him stay a night. She woke up she had on a walking huh? My nephew was 6 and my said she let him stay night. She woke up. He had on Walking Dead and Muma said Grandma don't watch that. He told her to go to sleep then. I love Walking Dead. I liked it the old Walking Dead. I liked it the couple of seasons that they did at the beginning, but I don't care for it now. Y'all got to see the reading. I've seen it. It was good. It could have been better, but it was good. I feel like the house that they were in, it could have been a little bit bigger. Y'all got to see the reading. It's not scary. It was funny. Monique talking shit, chasing folks. They figured her out. Oh my god, I was dying at the thing. She said she needed an Oscar for that movie as well. Yeah, you know what? I have to say that I do give her props for playing in a thriller. It wasn't a scary movie, but it definitely was a thriller, suspenseful movie, and she played that motherfucking role like no other. Yes, you and your mom look alike. Hello, Shelby and Chat and Mom. Excuse me. Hello, Shelby and Chat and Mod. Hey, Jamila. Hey, Miss Regina. Put Put fentanyl in drugs now. Yeah, yeah, they is. Like when I read, hold on, let me throw this food away. Hold on.
I'm sorry, y'all. I can't get that song out my head. Goodness. But yeah, they not just fitting on, but like, oh man, y'all. When I my first job, I worked at Popeyes, and I ain't gonna say her real name, but I met a girl named Peaches, y'all. And let me tell y'all the story. Um, I remember coming into work one day, and I remember like no other, and it's one of those things that like I feel like sometimes you get a vague memory of things that you just would never let go because of just certain events that just go ahead and lead up to what happens. But I remember driving to work, but before I went to work, I went to Sonic that was next door. And the thing about what me and everybody that worked at Popeyes and everybody that worked at Sonic, we would do a trade off. So like we would, I don't know what y'all did when y'all was working fast food, but we used to get we used to print off a receipt and it'd be blank, but we would print it off. We would write what we want from Sonic, and Son would write what they want from Popeyes, and we would switch off and we would trade food. But one day I'll grab Sonic. I had paid for it and everything like that, but I was sitting in the lobby and I was eating my food, and there was a lady that was in there. Her name was Peaches, that was her nickname. And she was there for an interview. She had interviewed her like that. I was talking to her about everything, and then I ended up training her. It's just when they say God works in mysterious ways, he really does. So I had trained her. Um, when she came to work, she got the job. I trained her. We became real good friends. She was very happy go lucky. I got the chance to come over to her house, meet her kids. I even, helped her out a little bit, taking her to the store. I used to catch her around, but I would always see her at work. And she ended up starting dating the cook that I used to know before she came around. His name was CJ, and they were doing their thing and everything like that. And she was just this heart, warmful person. And not just that, she just was a person that didn't take no shit either. But she was just always happy and was all, she was one of those good people. You know what I mean? Like everybody has made mistakes in their life, but you can tell when you really do, find somebody that is a good person. And I had left Popeyes before she did. I had quit, and when I came back, oh man, y'all, I was like fucked up, y'all. So I went back because me and CJ, we had a good relationship, and CJ talked to me one day. He was like, "Oh, Peaches passed away." I said, "What?" Y'all, I was fucked up. Like I think that was the first time I ever like broke down and cried about somebody because I had a close relationship with her. Like I saw her from the first day that she got trained, first day she got interviewed to the day that I was with her when she got trained to pack food and everything like that. Like it was just, it made me sick to my stomach. Y'all, I was crying, my eyes was all puffy and swollen, and it was sad because like she left behind two beautiful kids, a son and a daughter, and it was just like there's no possible way. Like it irked me to no ends. It really did. It irked me to no ends. And I felt so bad. And I was just sad because she the story was this is how I believe it was a story. I don't know what's true or not because I was not there, but it was told to me that she was going to go pick up something. I think it was some weed or something. She was going to go pick up, a drug item, and there was something in it. So it put her in the hospital, and then she died at the hospital. And like it really it messed me up because what was told to me from CJ, he said somebody gave her some and she didn't pull through after, smoking it. And I was just like, there's no possible way. So that's why you gotta be very careful now when you buy stuff from people. I don't know if that person had ill intentions when it came to her. I don't know, but it's just like you got to be very careful with people when you are just buying shit off the streets. And then not even just that. You got to be careful when you're just buying weed from dispensaries. You got to make sure that it's organically grown. You just don't want to be buying any type of dispensary weed from anybody because just like how y'all buy cigarettes, them cigarettes will fucking kill you. Them cigarettes will kill y'all. Y'all gotta understand if the people that make all these motherfucking cigarettes and alcohols and all of these, name brand food items and snacks and cereals, if they got a bunch of bullshit in it that will down the line kill you or cause you to have issues down the line, you gotta think big when it comes to just buying shit off the streets with people. But that comes with time because when you're a young person, you don't think like that. You just think, okay, well, shit, since I'm buying it, they ain't gonna fuck me over. But you got to be cautious because I used to smoke a lot of weed in my days, but I never bought just from anybody. I did buy from a random one time, but I mean, I just didn't buy from anybody though. I didn't. I just didn't buy from anybody. I bought from people that knew they sold drugs, and then I would buy them drugs, but I wouldn't. I don't smoke pre rolls. There's something that people can't maybe do. They be like, "Oh, let's smoke something." Like, well, you pre rolled that? Fuck no. If I don't know you, I'm not smoking it. Now, my brother, he can pre roll some shit, and I smoke it with him. Because that's what we used to do. We used to always. Me and my brother loved pre roll everything. Me and my brother would pre roll every fucking bit of weed that we had because we didn't have to. We didn't want to worry about having to roll some shit up again. We would smoke, eat, watch TV, fuck around, and after that, it'd be him and his cronies of mine, and we'd go to sleep, wake up, and do it all over again. Then they take their ass home, and then we'd go to school, and then do it all over again. Like, shit, we used to do, we call them smoke sessions. We used to do hot box sessions. I think, I ain't that old, but I feel like, shit, hell, I'm pushing 25. I don't think you would ever catch me doing a hot box session ever. I don't think I could do it because y'all, some of the hot box sessions that I had people, that shit was no joke. I mean, when you feel like you can't breathe, shit, they ain't lying. You just the air's so thick because it ain't no air. It's just a bunch of fucking weed. That ain't no joke. Y'all, we used to sit in the car and just breathe in all of the damn smoke in the car and just be fucked up, just be out of our fucking mind. And would wait. We wouldn't open the door. If anybody opened the door while we was in the smoke session, we would be mad as hell. Like, why the fuck did you open the door? We be in that bitch knowing we can't breathe, y'all. Our motherfucking nose be stopped up to the bitch. We be in that bitch still just trying to like motherfucker get our money's worth. Shit. Cause if you had some Girl Scout cookies, some blue dream, if you had some goddamn cherry OG, didn't nobody want you to open that motherfucking door because you wasn't finna waste a fucking penny of theirs on that goddamn weed. And I was the same goddamn way. Hell, shit, I had a nigga I was with at one point. Shit, he went to the crib and he stayed for too long, y'all. Like I had this dude that I used to fuck around with. And he in jail now, but shit, praise for him. But I had this dude that I used to fuck with. Yeah, he left me in the car for about an hour, and after 50 minutes went by, I was like, man, fuck that shit. I was on my phone and I had sparked up my blunt and I had smoked. And when he came back to the car, he was like, "You smoke?" I said, "Hell yeah, I smoke." Like, cause he left me in the car. He parked the car and went in the house and did whatever he did. But that's how I figured out niggas ain't shit. Niggas will go do whatever they need to go do or whatever and will leave you. Okay, let me tell you something. Point of tip. Don't ever be with a nigga that will leave you alone for too long, especially outside, okay? Because he can't bring you to the crib. Don't do that. He could have dropped me off. So yeah, y'all, I went blues. I had at that time, y'all. I think I had one thing that I loved smoking because it was my best friend brother that used to sell the weed to me. He always had Girl Scout cookies, bubblegum Kush, OG Kush, and he had Blue Dream. And one of my favorite all time favorites will always be and cherry pie. He had Blue Dream, and he always had Bubble Kush. Bubble Kush was a more of a mild strain, but it still did the job. It was you were high, but you weren't like too high, but you were a mild high, and it still lasts as long. So I think Bubble Kush and Blue Dream was my favorite. I like Blue Dream because it was you were just settled. You know what I mean? It was just one of those weeds that you're gonna smoke and you're not gonna want to do shit. And shit. I mean, hey, it's gonna always be one of my favorite strands because that was just one of the ones that I always asked for. But nowadays, you're not going. You got people who just who get weed, but they don't know the names of it. And then even if they do know the name of it, they change the name just so that they can sell more of it. They got a whole pound of weed, and they got the same weed and just changing the name. So that's why nowadays, if you buying weed for somebody, you might as well just buy it, look at it, make sure it look good, and then just get it. Don't even worry about the name because people lie nowadays. But when I was growing up, you could tell the difference about what people were selling to you. And boy, I gotta say that Blue Dream, that's my top favorite. Then Bubba Kush OG. Mm-mm-mm-mm. But that's what I grew up around. I don't know what y'all grew up around. Oh, and I did grow up around Reggie. I did get a sample of Reggie because they used to call him, well, they didn't call it Reggie, they called it popcorn. They called it popcorn weed, and they called it popcorn weed because you know how you buy popcorn, you can get popcorn in a big canister or a big bag for cheap. So they called it popcorn, and I'd be like, shit, give me some of that popcorn. That's what they called. Y'all called it Reggie, we called it popcorn. So, well, where I was from, we called it popcorn. We didn't call it, Reggie. Give me some of that Reggie weed. We didn't call it mid. Well, we did call it mid too. Like give me some of that mid. How much you selling for the mid? But if you said how much for popcorn, you could give them $20 and you was gonna fucking come home with two balled up fists worth of weed because when I was growing up, that's just something that the kids, I can't call those kids, but like the young teenagers that I was around, we didn't want that shit. But when you didn't have any money or when you was using your lunch money to get weed, we wanted as much as we could get. And shit, I was like, how much for that popcorn? And I would have it'd be a fucking balled up fist worth of motherfucking weed, and I'd be like, yes. And we'd be sitting there just smoking that shit, just smoking and smoking, smoking. But the only thing about it is you're gonna smoke more of it to get where you need to be when you got high than just getting some regular, great outstanding weed and then rolling up, smoking half a blunt and then be fucked up for the rest of the day. But it was still good weed. Shit, you can't beat $20 worth of two balled up fists. Can't beat it. You can't. Jack Haynes beaches. But yeah, y'all. Yeah, I used to smoke weed. I did. I used to smoke weed. Great stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff. I used to love smoking weed before I watched the movie, y'all. Oh God, y'all. I ain't gonna say nothing, but yeah, I used to smoke weed before I watched certain movies. And it would fuck me up, y'all. Like it would be. I love to watch a movie I ain't never seen before, and like I used to smoke off the bong. Like my brother had a bong. It was gifted to him by somebody. It was a nice green and black and like gold bong that he had. And hell, we used to smoke the fuck out that bitch. I would like, bro, let me have that. Let me smoke out your bong. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't gifted with a bong. Shit, I didn't get that. But at the time when he was gifted with a bong, I wasn't smoking weed at that time. I had stopped for a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm the type of girl if I get a money opportunity, shit, I want my piss to be as clean as ever. Okay, we gonna always be there, but money opportunities will not. They will always find somebody else. But yes, y'all. I used to have my brother's bong, y'all, and yeah, I was in a room with my boyfriend and we would be laid up and we would just be blowing smoke like or we would go in the closet too. Like if we went to hot box, we would stuff that towel underneath that door and we would go ahead. I have my speaker. I got two speakers, y'all. The same speaker that I used when we was in that closet. I still got it to this day, but I don't use it because it's a mini speaker. But I used to have my speaker. He used to Bluetooth his phone up to it, or I would, and we would just pass the ball back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and yeah. Long story short, but yeah, that's what we used to do. Okay, that's what we used to do. That's just what we used to do. Okay, but when you young and dumb, you do stuff, and then You get to think about it later on when you get older. You be like, man, I used to do this, and I can't wait to tell my baby some of the stuff that I did, because some of the stuff I won't be able to tell y'all on here because y'all be like, oh bitch, you're a criminal. But when the years go by, I can't wait to tell my daughter just some of the things that I did, because it's one of those moments where you really did live life in the moment, whether it was wrong or right. You lived your life in the moment, and you could have got caught up, fucked up, whatever, but you lived your life in the moment. So I'm hoping. I'm hoping. I can't say that it's going to do me any justice if I hope that my daughter doesn't do any of the decisions that I have made. But just like how my mom, put us on this good path, and she just hoped and prayed that we didn't do certain things, and even though we did, so I'm just I'm just hoping that I can actually tolerate it. You know what I'm saying? Just tolerate the simple fact that my daughter may do some things that I may not agree, but I want to just go ahead and check myself to be like, you know what, you've been there, you've done that, but you got to go ahead and still be strict with her and tell her that those things are not tolerated. Because that's what my mom used to do. My mom be like, "Oh, I used to do everything that y'all did, but I just don't want y'all thinking it's okay." My mom used to do the whole ordeal spiel on us. And I want to do the same thing with my daughter, like, because I want her to know, like, hey, that's still not okay. So please don't do this. Like, my mom was one of those, like, I don't want you going out and partying and drinking somewhere something happened to you. I'd rather you drink where I can see you. Like, my mom was one of those adults, like, I need you, if you and your friends gonna be drinking, then you're gonna be at the house. Your friends can go home. You and your friends, y'all spend the night. Everybody would spend the night. Like, we would get fucked up, y'all. Be in the motherfucking garage, fucked up, playing games, truth or dare, whatever the fuck we be doing. And everybody would spend the night. They'd be laid out in the game room, be in my brother's room, they'd be in my room. We just be all parlayed, just be fucked up and laid out. If we wasn't drinking, we was high as a fucking kite. Everybody laid out. But I mean, those was the good ass times for real, cause child, it was just fun shit like that I'll never forget. I will never forget. But yeah, y'all, I will never forget. I'm thinking about it right now, y'all. Boy, y'all. I mean, it's just too many. It's just too many things. Like, we smoking in the crib, we was smoking out on the lake, y'all. I mean, bro, I remember it was a gang of us, y'all. It was a gang of us. I think that one is probably that beats everything that. You know what? No, fuck that. No, it won't beat that, because we was in a neighborhood where, like, it was a nice neighborhood, but they were building new houses. So shit, we was calling them bandos. We was like, "Say, fuck it, we gonna fucking smoke on this." We was smoking them cribs, like the cribs that would be half made up. It'd be like the bathrooms be all made up, the lights still be working in the house. We would go smoke in the bathrooms, y'all. We was so fucking like uh trying to consume the weed that we would close the air vents in the bathroom. I'd be sitting on the toilet, and Marcus be sitting on the damn tub, whatever. We would just be parlaying and be smoking. But I mean, that's just something that we used to do when we was fucking young as hell. We used to do it a lot. But that lake high, it was a group of us. It was a group of us. It was niggas, Hispanics, it was all of us. We was all outside, and we was just blowing smoke, passing blunts. And I think that right there, that day was fun. The day that, oh, that's what I was trying to tell y'all. The day that house burned down, and I think it was like a week after or two, y'all. It had to have been about 6 or 7 of us. We was in the backyard smoking weed, because we was in the backyard smoking my mom's crib, because my grandma was there. My grandma did not tolerate that shit. My grandma would love cussing us out when we smoked weed. So we jumped the fence on the house that was burnt down, and we started hearing noises. So we was like, "What the fuck is that?" So we was trying to smoke up the weed. We did, and so I'm on I'm on the side of the house, and the people on the opposite side. It's two people outside. I swore, y'all. they was looking dead at me and my friend Chris, I had a gay friend Chris, that me and we stayed together stuck like glue, like it was nothing. Like whenever I was at my crib, he was at my crib. Whenever him and his mama fell out, he was at my crib. He was sleeping. We was cake, like not caked up, but we was like cuddled up in the motherfucking bed because I had a nice big size bed. So like I was like, shit, well, you can sleep in the living room, you can sleep in the bed with me. And shit, he just shit. I'm not gonna say he lived there, but he lived there when he needed to be there. But y'all, I was on the side of the house trying to creep because we was trying to get back into the house, my mama's house, and we was on the side of that motherfucking fucked up house that was burnt down. And I was sliding amongst the wood, and I saw the people across the street look dead. It looked like they looked dead at me. I said, "Oh shit, they fuck!" I was like, "Oh shit, they know we coming, y'all." When I tell y'all, I ain't never seen some niggas hop the fence so motherfucking bad, and not even that. It wasn't just. It was a bunch of us. It was I ain't gonna say it, but it everybody was just hopping the fence, y'all. I mean, I darted off running. Everybody started running, y'all. I was jumping the fence. My brother's friend tore his motherfucking shorts up because the fence that we had, it had like a little. It wasn't like a big point, but the point at the fences, it was sharp enough for it to carry your clothes up. Y'all, we was jumping a motherfucking fence, and y'all, I was laughing my ass. I was crying. I couldn't breathe because everybody was trying to jump over the motherfucking fence, and they couldn't jump over the goddamn fence. It was too fucking funny, y'all. It was too funny. We jumped the fence from the house that burnt down, jumped the fence from my backyard, then opened the gate, and then opened the garage, and then went around. We just basically jumped the fence, went around, opened the gate, and went into the garage, sit in the garage for a little bit, like we ain't did nothing, and let our clothes air out. And then we all went out high as hell upstairs. It was in the game room, and we talked about it ever since. Shit, I'll never forget it. I won't, because everybody tried to hop the fence and they couldn't hop the fence because they was high as hell. They was high as hell. I'll never forget that day. Mm-mm-mm-mm. But it's stuff like that in my childhood that I'll never forget. So I can't wait to see my nieces and nephew now. I'm like, oh, you ain't know nothing about me and my twin. We used to be some motherfuckers now. Okay, we used to be some motherfuckers. I feel like I was kind of a little bit worse to my brother though. I was doing shit that I knew I wasn't supposed to be doing, but yikes. I may not tell them stories, maybe when they get up to age, when they graduate, I probably would tell them, but if I sit around and I have to tell them stories, my sister they'll be like, "Bitch, we didn't know that shit. We didn't know you did that." Because there's certain things that my family has not known because I never got caught. So if I tell my nieces and nephew, they're gonna be like, "Bitch, you didn't tell me you did some shit like that." And I'm gonna say, "Yeah, y'all just wasn't privy to it." Oh well, so be it. It just is what it is. It just is what it is, y'all. But I mean, y'all better live life to the fullest. I will say that. Y'all better live life like it shall last. But when you grow up, you can't do things that you used to do when you was a kid. But because your consequences are worse when you're an adult, because you're not supposed to be doing those things. But when you're a kid or when you growing up, you a teenager, you just think that like, the sky is the motherfucking limit. And I ain't gonna lie, we used to be shit. I ain't gonna lie. I used to live like there wasn't no line. You know what I mean? I'm an adult now, so I know there's a line that I cannot cross because then I'll just be putting myself in jeopardy and everything that I have earned. But when I was a kid and when I was a teenager, y'all, I was one of those motherfuckers that like I'm willing to cross that line, then the line after that, then the line after that, because I want to see, what my risk will take me to be. But it's something about taking risks that make the situation even more fun. And that's something that I did learn when I was a teenager. That risk that you take is always gonna be fun. It is. So yeah. Ooh, y'all. I can't tell y'all half the shit that I did. Y'all may be thinking y'all know some shit about me. Yo, y'all know a motherfucking thing, y'all. Y'all look at me like, girl, ain't no motherfucking way. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Shit, I'm smiling right now just thinking about some of the shit I used to do. I mean, dead ass. Like, ooh, child. Regina! Don't be laughing at me, girl. No, I'm telling y'all, like, I was just one of the people. Let me tell y'all something real fast, because, like CMA say, don't judge, you judge your motherfucking stuff. Oh, one thing I did want to say was, Shout outs to Show Enough. I had you cashed at me earlier, and I was so surprised because my phone went off. I thought it was a message from my manager because I had spoke to my manager that same hour that you had sent me that cash up, and thank you. And I read the message that you put underneath that cash app. So shout outs to you. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout outs to Show Enough. Um, let me tell y'all one story. Let me tell y'all one story if I should. Let me tell you. Nah, I think I should. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. You know what? No, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Okay, so let me tell you something. I was one. You know what? I'm still one of those type of people, but like, I was bad at being those type of people. Like, I think I told y'all about it though. I think I told y'all. I don't know if I told y'all or not. I don't know. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just keep it to myself because, boy, maybe I could do that. I could do that for an after dark. I'm gonna set up an after dark, and then I would tell y'all about certain things that I had did that I don't regret doing. Honestly, I don't regret doing them. I think to this day I just be thinking to myself like, damn, that's crazy how like you did certain things that you didn't even regret doing, or you didn't think about. Oh, well, what if this happens? Like, you know how you do something in life and you don't think about the consequences that will come if you do it. Y'all, I was one of those people. I was just like, child, look, what we gonna do? Like, I was one of the people like, shit, if we say we're gonna do something, we just gonna do it. Like, I was one of those type of people. I was like, because I wasn't one of those people that was like, oh my God, we can't do this because the police. No, the police. I was like, man, shit, fuck it. If we gonna get it in, we gonna get it in. I was one of them. I'm a spontaneous type of lover. Like, y'all, I be the public areas that I had sex, y'all would be like, girl, how the fuck did you pull that off? Don't ask, okay? The public places that I have masturbated in, you'd be like, what? How the fuck did you do that? I mean, y'all, when I was young, I was a freak. I really was. I was a freak. I'm still young. Y'all be thinking like, girl, you saying when you was young, you still young, but like when I was like 18, I would say 18 to 20. Like I was like, that was my peak, y'all. That was my peak. But since I had the baby, like I'm an old soul. I've always been an old soul, but I'm sorry, I had my peak. Okay, I would say about eight. I would say 17 to 20. 17 to 20, y'all. I was something you could even think about, y'all. Y'all. I even this last year, I sent my dad pictures of me when I went out for my birthday. My dad was like, "Where you going? Where you think you going?" I was like, "I went out for my birthday." Like he still think he got some type of control. Look, now I done had a kid. You couldn't stop something. If something was gonna happen now. Just go ahead, just hang it up, okay? Just go ahead, hang it up. Cause y'all, he was talking. He was like, "Where you think you going?" I was like, "Man, shit, I'm going out for my birthday." Four kids and to be hunching on nothing. I ain't out here doing none of that. I ain't doing none of that. I haven't passed like that, Shelby. I'm sure it was worse, but it was fun. Like, yeah, like some things I want to tell you about. Like, nah, this is certain things you just do not say on YouTube because you know when you say too much, they be like, that's why your motherfucking ass was doing that when you was did it. I'd be like, I don't care. Like, you saying something to me that I told you. Like, I'm supposed to be a fucking upset. Girl, bye. But yeah, yeah, I know everybody has a past, but it just when you think, man, I think about things I used to do, and I'm just like, that's how I know I really lived in my moments. Like I always lived in the moments, and that's what I want to continue to keep doing. I want to live in the moments, but I want to be very cautious about what I do when I do live in the moments because you got to live every day like it's your last because you will never know when you will get your last day. You know, no day is promised. And that's something that I have always learned. No day is promised. So that's why, y'all, my grandmother, she hated, but I that's when she come over or we with each other, I'll be bouncing around like happy go lucky. Like I done won the lottery when she around because I like messing with her. I like being around her because she just like my pride and joy. She is, but she be like, "Why are you touching me? Why are you doing that?" I'll be like, "You don't." I love playing the victim. You don't love me. Oh my god. Yeah, I be playing the victim. Yeah, I love everything in the moment. When it comes to family, I do it in the moment. My baby girl, I do it in a moment. With myself, I do everything in a moment. When people be like, my brother loves, can you go that like to go out with? Like, I can go out with people. Don't get me wrong, I can, but like, I can't do it all the time. Like, I'm more so of a person that will, if I do something with somebody, I would rather do something. I'll prefer us to be comfortable going somewhere and doing something. Like, I'd rather be on the agreement of something. Like, I don't want them spontaneous person just to be out and about, just doing and bounce around. I'm not a club hopping person. I'm not a bar hopping person, y'all. I get fucking last because it could be my last birthday. And I enjoyed myself, but I'll never do it again because I'm not that type of person. I'm not a bar hopper. I'm not one of those people that do stuff like that. I'm not a person that just roams the strip and stuff like that. I'm not that type of person. I'm not. I'm not that type of person. Mm-mm. Cause even when I went out, y'all, for my birthday, I had to check a nigga because the nigga was like, "Oh, so y'all just think y'all could just sit down, motherfucker? You wasn't sitting here, bitch." Like I had to get ugly with him because it was cold because around the end of the year in Texas it gets cold, and I went out the weekend before my birthday, and it was cold that day. But they had all these heat lamps set up, the little heat areas where like you can be around little heat. So people were dancing and cuddled up around little heat lamps. And people still half-ass naked and everything like that. But hey, if you have half-ass naked, you got lick in your body, you ain't gonna know the difference. But I had on clothes and something on my heels. I had wore all black um to like the little. I was just supposed to go to one bar and go out to eat, but I in bar hop. I said, you know what, fuck it. I'm on the street where all the bars are here. Let me just go ahead and bar hop, and that's exactly what I did. My girlfriend hanged out with me for majority of the time. They ended up leaving. Then this guy that I have been working with for I had enjoyed myself, but I didn't enjoy the time where this dude was trying to check me and my girls because they were cold. And I was like, well, let's go over there and let's go sit at the other area where they got the heat lamp because nobody was sitting there. And there was two guys dancing around the area, but just because you dance around don't mean that you fucking sitting there. So we went and sat down and they was like, oh, so y'all just go sit down. That was ours. I said, excuse me? Like, I don't like that. Like, don't do that. Like, cause and your fucking name ain't on shit. Your name ain't on shit. So if you was sitting here, you would have sit your motherfucking ass down because to me, it was not occupied. And I showed it I got with them. But that's just me. And then sometimes I don't like to be the aggressor, when going outside, but like you're not finna disrespect nobody I'm with. You know what I mean? Because I care and I have care and love for my friends at all costs. And I mean, these is friends I've been with since middle school. We have known each other since goddamn who did it. But when we went out for my birthday, I enjoyed it all up until the motherfuckers was trying to talk about how we took they little area. That was your irritant. I ain't see no VIP motherfucking car on that bitch. Like it was just a regular seat area that had a heat lamp. Because the heat lamp we was sitting by wasn't working. But I'm sorry, I'm that girl. I will get with your motherfucking ass because I don't play that. Because you're not finna sit around thinking you're gonna check me. Because I'll check you in a goddamn heartbeat. I don't give a fuck. I'll make my voice even deeper. Y'all be wondering, oh shit, man, you got I'll be a man for the night. I'll be a man for the night. Shit. You goddamn right. I don't play that. Because if I'm trying to have a good motherfucking time and you come tell me about something, I don't play that. Y'all, I don't even do this shit when I'm at work. I just had a conversation with my manager about that stuff. And my manager talking about, yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that. My manager, my manager know he ain't gonna get rid of me because he loved me to be a super. Yes, it is. He loved just the way that I conduct business as far as being a supervisor, but he just know like it's something about you and the police always being involved. I always let him know when anything's going on, the police is always involved because people don't like me. You know, because one thing I learned about people, when people get to arguing with me, y'all, while I'm at work, they will be like, where's your supervisor? Where's your manager? I'm like, I am the supervisor. And they be like, okay, well, I'm gonna call the police. That's fine with me. I don't care. If they can't speak to the supervisor, then they want to call the police. But when they talk to me, they looking at me as if I'm not even the supervisor. They looking at me like, oh, I'm just a regular person. They look like I'm a regular employee. I'm not a regular employee. Y'all don't know that until I tell you I am the supervisor. When they say, get it, where's the supervisor? I want to talk to the supervisor. I am the supervisor. And I smile right in their face. They're like, I'm gonna call the police. Call them. Do me a favor. Like, y'all, I'm just that girl. Like, I don't play with people. I don't because if people really if it wasn't for me having this job that I have, I would be fucking giving people the same energy they gave me. I'd be in there cussing everybody the fuck out. And when you call me bitch, I'm gonna call you worse than a bitch. But I'll try to be very professional. I'm always professional at work, but it just makes me laugh when people love telling me, I want to speak to the supervisor. And I tell them I am the supervisor. And then they say, well, you know what? I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna sue you. Okay, sue me. Did you need my phone number and my name and my last name? I love to play that game. So I'm like, do you need my phone number? Do you need my first and last name? Do you need the company that I work for? I love giving them information because you can't sue me off of something that I have to do. You can't sue me off of something being protocol. So I love to engage in their nonsense and their bullshit. I do. I love to. So I'll be like, you must not understand. But yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm that bitch that will bite back. I may not do that work, but a bitch like me will bite back. If you fuck with me while I'm somewhere out and about with my family, friends, I will like, excuse me, because I don't tolerate nonsense. I may not put my hands on you, but I don't tolerate nonsense. Don't you come talking about nothing. Don't talk like you want to be run up with some motherfucking body and you know you're not about that goddamn life. Cause I don't know how everybody else was raised, but I wasn't raised to be no simple minded ass bitch and let people talk and walk all over you. I don't do that. Mm-mm. I don't do that. Mm-mm. I just don't do that. Mm-mm-mm-mm. But it's good. Can I have some? I don't want none, but thank you. What you doing? What you doing, girl? Yeah, my daughter over here scarfing down the rest of that wing stuff. I ate the rest of the cheese fries because it was getting cold. So she eating the rest of excuse me, she eating the rest of the wings. But yeah, y'all, I got a pass, and not only do I have a pass, I have a personality. Okay, I have a personality. Some of y'all may not want to fuck with. Okay, I have a personality in real life. Y'all might not want to see. Okay, because I don't tolerate nonsense because I'm very nice, y'all. I love people. I really do. Like hey, how are you? Like I love people, but like once you give me a bad vibe, I'm watching you. at all costs. If you in the same facility that I'm in, I'm gonna have to watch you at all costs because you being weird. I don't have time for that. And I don't like people that like getting disrespectful. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I had some people, I ain't gonna say who, but it was females. It was a group of females that came through at my job, and they was doing something they wasn't supposed to be doing. I had to tell them to leave. They didn't want to leave because they thought they were so entitled. I get it. You bitches is grouped up together, so y'all think that y'all don't have to listen to this shit. But y'all, as soon as they saw HPD come down the motherfucker street, they got their dumb ass from away from where I was at, and I was just like, see, that's all it took. That's all it took. Like, I don't get it, y'all. I just sometimes I don't get people's logic of them thinking that they're so more entitled than people, and that goes for you people on YouTube. Y'all just think that y'all can do things on YouTube, and y'all think that people are not gonna retaliate. Y'all got to understand if you're gonna do something, you're gonna get a fucking reaction. If I do something to somebody, then I have to accept that something is going to happen to me because that's just how it goes. You don't live in a world where people, if you do something to them, they're going to run off and cry and whine. You don't live in this type of world. You're either going to have somebody do something to them, they're going to fuck around, they're going to shoot you, they're going to fuck around, they're going to fuck around and kill you, they're going to fuck around, they're going to fuck you up, or they're going to fuck around, they're going to do something to you. Either or, whatever it is, there's too many outcomes of what somebody would do to you if you do something to them. If somebody do something to me, there's too many outcomes of what I can do to them. So I mean, y'all gotta be very cautious about what y'all do. Just because you saying some stuff online, and you feel like you so many miles away that something can happen to you. People know people, or people are watching from the same city that you from, and if they come around, they see you and they see what you doing to people on YouTube, they can fuck around and hurt you. But people don't think like that. They don't, because it doesn't surprise me that people live their regular day life being these nasty ass individuals, but don't even fathom or even take the time to turn their head side to side and to look on the back of them to make sure that ain't nobody looking at them as a target. You can't just be this ugly ass person in the world and think that ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Because you got people that all you gotta do is fucking bump them and they will fucking knock your head into the concrete and you'll be wondering what the fuck happened. So you gotta be cautious who you dealing with. I'm just saying. You definitely have to be cautious of who you're dealing with. You do. Oh, and I knew I was forgetting to say something. Truth, before you ever have your man back on YouTube and he wants to talk or he wants to give people advice, make sure that you put him through a speech class before he comes on YouTube trying to give somebody advice. Um, and before he gives somebody advice, make sure that he goes through some type of roommate counseling to make sure that he doesn't do anything to jeopardize your roommate relationship. He shouldn't ever come on YouTube talking what he does and he has problems of his own. Excuse me, he has problems of his own, and he's coming on YouTube trying to help other people out, and he can't. If he can't help his own situation, he can't come on YouTube trying to help everybody else. It don't work like that. He got to be able to resolve and fix his issues before he want to be an advocate for somebody on a social media platform or just outside, period. And I said what I said because I meant it. I said what I said because I meant it. And the truth, you're irrelevant. Um, tin filter wearing ass country bumpkin bitch named Flexi, you're irrelevant as well. Gabe, it's sad that just how much Money Boy has fucked you over physically, mentally, and has prostituted you out all on these YouTube streets. You'll eventually end up walking away just like how Urban had to do. You will. Because I heard you over there when you was talking about you were sitting on a panel with Money Boy when he was talking about Anaya and Boy Stop Capping. You was on the same panel with Truth Hurts. So it's just sad. It's definitely just sad. It is. It's sad. It's sad some of the things that you guys would do for views. And then not the views for you, Gabe, or Truth Hurts. It's for the views for Money Boy Trey. And y'all don't see it like that. So yeah, Gabe, hopefully you'll get out of being, you know, used to having a pimp or whatever Trey wants to call himself. Maybe you'll get out of that. Maybe you'll get out of the simple fact that, hold on, y'all. Let me see something real fast. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, let me throw this food away. Mm, 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 mm. It is. Mm, 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 mm. All right, y'all. Mm, mm, mm. I don't really like. I don't like candy no more. I'm lying. I like chocolate, but I don't like candy. Candy like Skittles, Sour Patch. I don't care for that no more. That chocolate though. Oh, y'all. I had me. Let me tell y'all something. This almond sticker that I had Friday morning. Oh my god, it was so good. But not for me to get off topic. Mm, 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 mm. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to throw that out there. Like I love me almond Snickers. Like I don't care for the regular almond Snickers because I don't really care for peanut butter or peanuts. But that goddamn almond Snickers, that almond Hershey. Oh, that almond motherfucker Hershey or that Crunch Bar. I love me a good Crunch Bar. Okay, that motherfucker is delectable. Mm, 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 mm. But like I was saying, y'all, you know what? Hold on, real fast. Hold on, real fast. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all, because I'm trying to multitask. Because I just threw this wing stop away. So hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me wipe this counter off. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Ugh, I am sick to my fucking stomach. Y'all, I went while I was wiping off the counter and shit like that. Hold on, y'all. Let me take y'all with me. We're go outside to go through this swing stop away. Let me take y'all with me. Come, everybody, come. Come on. Let's go outside real fast. Let's do something real slice, something real right, something real nice. Y'all, be true. Child, what the fuck? He a weird ass nigga for real, for real. Hold on, y'all. Let me put this trash in this bag. I'm gonna use a bigger trash. Wait, so you mean to tell me hold on, y'all. You mean to tell me, hold on. Fucking bag incorrectly. Oh God. Mm, make sure this bag incorrectly. Great it is. Y'all, we're gonna go outside. I get kidnapped, you know why? Because I'm a bad bitch. Nah, but let me tell y'all something. It's a simple fact that it's the truth. The truth did a whole video as well, where well not a whole video. He did a picture. You and Trey ain't got no type of home training. Y'all got no home training, and y'all never will. Y'all never have no fucking home training. I didn't went and I just saw what the fuck the truth had. fuck. You know, we take a screenshot of CMA in a hospital. He got his mom in the urn, and but I these niggas know how, but I got time today. Out of everything that I just seen that you just did, you you talk about CMA's dead mother, child. I see why CMA don't give you no motherfucking light, cause he not in a beef with you. You didn't come out. You didn't come out the door. You didn't come kicking the door in and talk about his mother. You just a motherfucker that's trying to do the back end shit as far as talking about his mother. That's all you doing. You doing back end shit trying to talk about his mom, but at the end of the day, you a sad case. You are the truth. You a sad case. You a sad case along with everybody else. But everybody that's played a part in everything is a sad case. I will say that too, because like they say, two wrongs don't make a right. But when somebody wants to keep doing shit to somebody, what you expect somebody to do? CMA did one thing. CMA did one thing, and they called CPS. One thing. You mean to tell me you got money for a trade over here? He talked about his mama, pulled up the funeral. Now he tried to take away CMA. He CMA ain't been able to get on his primary channel. Then on top of that, y'all trying to take away the man's freedom. Then on top of that, you trying to figure out where his location is. Like, it's just all the shit that you have been trying to do to basically, I don't know, shit, try to get rid of Michael, just try to make him have absolutely nothing. But if he's as homeless as you say he is, you doing him a fucking favor to be in a motherfucking hotel somewhere. Do you not understand that? Do you not get that part, dummy? Do you not understand if you try to put him in jail, you're gonna put him in an area where he will be able to be living, rent free with a bed, with fucking sandwiches being given to him, going to breakfast every morning, lunch and dinner. He get 3 meals a day. Do you not understand that part? I don't think you do. No, I don't think you do. Yeah, you don't understand that part. And he's a sad case. He's a sad case. But that's y'all friend. It is, that's y'all friend. Y'all friend he could be mistreating his goddamn self. And y'all don't give a fuck. That's the crazy part. And even when he do mistreat himself, when he can't take out them fucking braids, or he can't cut that motherfucking fucking fucked up hairline that he got, it's okay with y'all. When all he drink is alcohol morning, day, and afternoon, and eat on the bag of Dorito chips, y'all accept that as a fucking meal. Wow. When all he can do is tell people what he is gonna do, or and I'm not trying to make fun of him. My thing is this: you were on YouTube and you had started posting photos of you and Baby Petty being in the hospital, but you tried to make it seem like, oh, excuse me, you tried to make it seem like you and Baby Petty get more views. No, it's not that. It's all the allegations that's been running around you and Baby Petty because of the simple fact that people were concerned about her. And that's just factual because you did a video with Baby Petty rapping and didn't even get over 300 views. So make it make sense. Because you say, Baby Petty's supposed to be a star and this and the third, and oh, people want to see Baby Petty more than they want to see CMA and all this blah, blah, bullshit. No, it's not that. That video that where you got over 1K about Baby Petty was because people, even the people that cared or support you, they were even had second guesses of whether or not she was being taken care of. I'm just letting you know because shit, coming from a parent's point of view, you would have not got those views that you did if it wasn't for them worried about all the concerns behind what you have done. Because you got some people that have support you that don't even realize some of the things you have done while you was around your child. I can't tell another grown person what to do around their child, but I mean, I'm telling you this. There's just certain things that you can't do around your child. I know it's your child, but there's just certain things that law the law will not let you do around your child. Like that's what people kind of forget. Just because you have a kid and the kid is yours, that's your sperm or whatever, that don't mean you just get to do whatever the fuck you want to do because it's your child. You don't get to do shit like that. You don't get to do shit like that. So you gotta think of it like that. You gotta think of it like that. Because if you don't, you'll always be in the same boat. You will. You will always be in the same boat. But thank you guys for staying with me while I threw that trash out. Um, Other than that, I ain't got nothing much to say. Cause Trey's going to portray himself like he's a strong man. He got everything going on and like that. Cause he's the same man that was like, oh, when I was your age, I was doing this and the third, sir. And you haven't continued on that path too. Okay, where's your crib? Where's your house at? Sorry, I don't want to ever be your age. I don't want to ever be 40 and not have nothing in my name. I mean, I'm talking about mortgage wise. I want my mortgage to be paid off before I'm 45. If the Lord would let me do that. Okay. So thank you guys for all joining in. I might see you guys tomorrow. I don't know. But y'all know me, I gotta go to work and everything like that. So if y'all don't see me, oh well, so be it. Y'all will see me on Thursday or Friday. Actually, y'all, I actually picked up a shift. I forgot to tell y'all that I picked up a shift, y'all. So actually, I do a double on my last day of work, but I did a double on morning shift. So y'all know how y'all never really see me morning anyways. I'm gonna do like a free mile Friday type of ordeal. That free mile Friday next week is canceled because I do have to work that morning. So I work that night into that morning. So I work 10 to 2. So 10 p.m. that Thursday into 2 p.m. that Friday. So I'll be doing a whole 16-hour shift, y'all. So I will see you guys when I get fully rest and, when everything's being taken care of. So yeah, I have fully moved everything. So this week I'm just going to focus on resting, um, feeding baby girl, baths, me getting the bath, making sure everything's set up, making sure all my work clothes are set up, and just doing the damn thing, okay? But with that being said, you guys, shout outs to y'all. Shout outs to everybody that's been supporting me. Shout outs to everybody that comes in, even though you don't like me. These hoes want to fight me. Shout outs to y'all, okay? I like you bitches that love staying in my bushes because y'all are the ones that continue to make me even want to go more live because y'all always come over here because y'all be looking for something. But yeah, y'all, I will see you guys. If I don't see y'all Friday night, then y'all will see me Saturday morning, possibly. Like Saturday morning that night, because I will have to do a whole 16-hour shift. So I'm gonna try to get some rest. I am. I'm gonna try to get some rest and just, woosah, you know what I'm saying? Because if I don't get some rest, then I'll never be able to, you know, do a live next weekend. But I did pick up a shift, y'all. I did pick up a shift. So I gotta do what I gotta do. I signed up for it. I signed up for that extra bag. So look, make money, don't let money make you. Bye, y'all. Have a great morning. You as well, Jamila. Oh, you been in the precious girl. I'm messing with you. Nah. Shout out to the people that's been in the cloud, that VIP section, okay? Because we not below these motherfucking raggedy ass, flea infested ass, bush watching assholes. Shout out to the motherfuckers that's been in the cloud, y'all. Um, Thank you, Jamila, for being in here. Thank you, Sweet Rita, Regina, everybody. Thank you guys for all being in here. I'm only gonna end the live early only because like I ain't gonna hold y'all too much because I don't want to talk about Linky ass Trey and oblong motherfucking chitlins body ass fucking truth hurts. I don't want to talk about them. I'm done talking about them. Fuck them. Okay, I'm about to have me another drink and I'm about to enjoy it. And I'm about to just chill out, relax, and I hope y'all do the same because it is still Saturday for me. It's Sunday early morning for a lot of people, but y'all make sure y'all enjoy yourself and y'all make sure y'all take care. Bye, y'all.